Sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville, San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the playoffs went chalk last night. The Detroit Pistons handled the Cavaliers pretty easily, 111-101. Tobias Harris had 20. Duncan Robinson had 5 threes in the game. In the other, Oklahoma City, well, they took care of the Lakers yet again, 108-90. SGA had 18 points, which was his lowest point production since the Western Finals last year. Chet Holmgren had 24 points and 12 rebounds in the win. In Dallas Cowboys news, they're hosting veteran cornerback Adoree Jackson, free agent from the Eagles. He had 55 tackles and 1 interception last year. Cowboys appear to be in the market for an older cornerback. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Hump Day. I'm your old pal, AJ. Over here to my left.
He's back.
Welcome back, Mr. Robert Thompson.
Call me
Good
Cook.
morning, sir.
Say thank you, Cook.
Yeah, we
Good
know
morning.
what you were cooking yesterday.
Good morning.
We
Cooking
got-
up some meth, man.
I knew it.
My secret is the red pepper flakes.
Uh-huh.
You know it's mine when it burns like that.
Every time we... Yesterday, every time when we talked about you being on a cook, we played the Breaking Bad theme, and
It's appropriate. I was in my underwear.
but we know that you would never buy an RV because the gas prices are too high.
Dude,
You-
I can't even imagine.
That's a lesson learned for you.
Yeah.
hard lesson.
Lesson learned for you.
No, I appreciate y'all covering for me, yesterday. But I took the wrong day off. I should have taken the day off.
Well, why'd you take the run down?
It's hard work, man.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean,
I logged like 21,000 steps yesterday.
oh, that's too many.
It's too many.
It's too damn high.
It's, the rent is too damn high. No, I have a weird setup where my smoker is about 50 yards away from my barbecue, my chicken grill, and it led to just
Because you keep the smoker on the porch of your house,
my house.
and the grill is at the pool.
at the pool.
Okay.
So it went back and forth.
Can
back
your
and forth, back and forth, back and forth,
does your
back.
smoker have wheels?
Yes, it does.
But you just decided
I'm
against
Aggie.
it.
No,
Okay.
I'm Aggie. It's a tradition.
It's-
It's a tradition. We don't. It could be easier.
I'm going to do
yes.
this the hard way, then I'm going to bitch about it.
There's a lot of easier ways. So then I'm going to have a yell for it later.
It's the
That's it. My hat on backwards, looking in the sun. That's me. And then I'm going to do it. Ever loving, tired feet. No, it was a good day. I did 5 racks, 15 leg quarters,
oh my.
did a bucket of beans, and I cheated. I bought the cream corn from Rudy's.
That's
but,
all right.
But everything
That's
else
the way to do it.
was off the grill.
No leftovers brought to the Huddle
No,
boys.
the dudes ate all the ribs.
Man.
I had a couple of leg quarters, which
Okay.
I wasn't particularly impressed with them, and I think they might turn into chicken salad. But no, everything got eaten. There was, you feed college kids. For those that don't know, my father's a professor at UTSA, and he teaches a master's level course in environmental law. So they come out at the end of every semester, do their master's presentations, and we feed them barbecue. So we had 22 college kids out.
Well, it reminded me because that's one of that's the first time I went to your house was for this event 2 years ago, and I came to the realization that I've reached 2 years here on this program.
What? I thought about that yesterday. Yes, congratulations, dude. 2
Yeah,
years. It flew by, but yeah, you're right.
I moved to San Antonio May 1st 2 years ago, and in my first show, I don't know what I mean. That was a Saturday, I think. My first show was the Monday after May 1st. So. I realized that my 2 years here has flown by
My
already.
gosh, see, puro now. You got You got roots.
Oh
You
yeah.
got shortcuts. You got a guy for everything now.
Oh yeah.
Once you got all that, man, you're local.
Yeah.
You got a guy. Whatever
I got
you
a
need.
guy.
Once you got a guy,
I
you're
got a
local.
guy.
Yeah,
Vic's
he's got
my guy.
2 plugs, not
Vic's my
one.
guy.
Yeah, what you're really down is you got a plug for the plug.
Yeah, there you go. See?
All right. You missed we missed your take on
Steaming,
Game
seething
one.
anger.
let me tell you, man, Like, you probably will love this. Do you see why I was worried now? Like, you see what they bring? Like,
it's not what happened, because that's to be expected. It's how it happened and who it happened to. That was the most annoying part of this. The worst part of it was, it's Mike Tyson. Everybody got to play until you got hit in the face, and they got hit in the face. But the leader, the dude, was the problem.
The dudes,
yes.
your two best players.
I mean, Wemby, while offensively was weak and settled for jump shots all day long, the 12 blocks made up for everything,
sure.
Man. I don't care what you do on the other side of the ball. That's the most fantastic playoff defensive performance I've ever seen. I mean,
incredible.
Just absolutely otherworldly. So take your threes, brother. You're a net positive in my book, no matter what. But no, I'm joking. But De'Aaron Fox, and I'm not mad at offensive output. That's not why you're here. It's certainly a benefit that you're capable of it. It's turnovers in terrible situations. It's the fact that at the end of the game, when we're trying to come back, we can't even put the ball in your hand, bro. Dylan Harper had to be our point guard. Thank God he was. He helped bring us into the game. He at least gave us a possibility of a shot. If De'Aaron would have done a third of that for the game, Spurs would have won. It was just one of those nights where, the leader, the dude, the reason we've talked about him all year long, he ain't the best, but he's the most important. Well, it was evident the other night. De'Aaron, you need to clock in and come to work, brother, because you missed the game the other night.
I think that it's easy to say that, but you've got to remember that Minnesota game planned it. And this is what remember I told you. I said they're going to do what they did to Jamal Murray.
It's not about your offensive output. I understand. It's not about that. It's those blistering, terrible turnovers. It's the dribbling into double teams that are coming. You can see them. Dude, they're going to jump the pick. They're coming, bro, and you dribble right into it. You're absolutely unaware. I don't care about your offense. I don't need that as long as you're distributing. As long as you're passing the ball and getting assists or the hockey assist and you're moving the ball and making sure that the offense flows. I know it's hard. I know that dude can play defense. You're supposed to be an all-pro. You're supposed to be an all-star. Go be an all-star. So other things will fall into place the moment he gets it together. Now, other things will fall, and there's other issues. Carter Bryant, man, we're going to need some Carter Bryant. I know that he's still questionable for today. The Julius Randle power forward matchup is a freaking nightmare for the Spurs. That's the problem.
Well,
because all the resources he draws from other places, Steph Castle being primary.
Yeah, and it put Castle in foul trouble is what it ended up doing.
We need Carter, you don't need to be 100%, and you don't have to do much. We'll use your 4 fouls. That's what Steph had to do. I mean, that's another thing that is of great concern. Doesn't mean with all that they were still within 2, with all the other stuff, because Wemby was so utterly defensively
well, you know what a solution to that would be is, and we talked about it, Monday before the game, and they rarely, if at all, did this, but having Cornette and Wemby on the floor at the same time.
I expect to see. I think that he was so worried about bench depth. I think he was so. I think there's just you cannot play for whatever reason. Olynyk or Plumlee or Biyombo. None of them. They're just not going to get on the court. So I think he had to conserve space. They didn't run a lot of big all the time.
Well, the whole fourth quarter, Rudy Gobert sat, which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah,
by
so
Minnesota.
because he's an offensive dud. I mean, he stands out there and Wemby stands next to the rim.
Well, he made Wemby clear out of the paint.
So, Wemby stood in the paint for so long, and that's why he had 12 blocks. But eventually, they bring in Naz Reid.
I mean, in the fourth quarter, that's why they
cleared him out
of the paint.
So, that's not going to change. That's one of those things that no matter what we do, that ain't going to change. So. That offensive smaller lineup, and Julius Randle is 6'10" or 11. Yeah. I mean, he ain't small. That's a bear of a nightmare matchup, and to Minnesota's credit, they capitalized on it. It's going to be up to Mitch to find an answer if Bryant ain't healthy.
And I mean, again, you talked about how it made up with it on the defensive end. You get 12 blocks and 15 boards or whatever he had.
And the nopes that go on top of that. I mean, absolutely nuts.
But a lot of credit goes to Rudy Gobert early in that game for forcing Wemby to be the worst offensive version of Wemby, which is the Wemby that thinks he's Steph Curry.
Stop. And I don't know how much he forced. I don't know. I couldn't figure out why he was doing what he was doing. I think he felt. I don't know. But that can't go on. And I don't think he'll.
It was
looking at the film.
Physicality.
I don't see. I mean, the other part of this is the relationship he has with Gobert. It felt like he was playing a game of horse with this dude that he's known for a long time. You know, like there's a team game going on, but there's also this inside the game one-on-one where he's trying to dribble between his legs and show Rudy, I'm not 13 anymore or whatever. It just felt like there was a game within the game, and Wemby was taking shots not so much for his team, but for himself against Rudy. Like you have to come out here and guard me or what. I didn't like that matchup. And
well, I liked when Wemby got in the paint and did like the little one-handed lay it off the glass, like.
Oh, he had a couple of.
I don't know why he doesn't do this all the time.
That's one of those.
It's so much easier.
Show him the film and go, what looks better? Do you appreciate what you just did here? You don't have to tell him what to do. Like, dude, just look at this. Look at what you did and what you had the opportunity to do. And I think that sometimes he gets lost in it like kids do. But with all we're saying, with all the anger, they were with a bucket. And I'll tell you this. Minnesota can play equal defense. They can't play any better. That's the best defense they can play. They were spot on. Anthony Edwards for a quarter can't play any better. And here's where the thing that's going to benefit. Every other game stuff with that knee, I'll tell you, he was sore yesterday. We'll see how he works through this. And that's going to matter for Carter Bryant. Anybody with injuries, this other day stuff, it starts to grind you down.
It's funny you said that Minnesota can't play any better defensively. I don't know if San Antonio can either.
Oh, no, it was such a defensive jewel of a game. But the good news is both coaches go in and say, man, you ain't going to see anything better than that. I mean, what they did is as good as they can do it. And I think both coaches can say about the other side.
And Anthony Edwards is interesting because – like you say, you expect him to be, do you think he'll be a lesser version of what he was in game one?
I don't think you're going to ever get a full game from him because of the wear and tear. I think he's going to dial in more, but I think it's going to be shorter bursts. You could tell there were times in that game he landed and it hurt him. You could see it. He kind of, So I think when I saw that, I thought, he's not all the way back, and he's a gamer today. Let's see how it feels tomorrow and see how the rehab goes. And then let's see how it goes in game 3 when you're still – just trying to get yourself better. Now you got a flight in between. So I don't think he's ever going to be 100%. But I'll tell you what, 80% of that in that third quarter, dude, that was enough.
Well,
he wore us out.
And man, Terrence Shannon he is not a bad Anthony Edwards alternative.
Shannon, if our dudes got the same calls that Shannon gets. Shannon gets a lot of respect.
He did get a lot in that game, for sure.
A lot more respect than a lot of young dudes get. But no, man, he's a gamer. But he's also, there's no doubt.
How many young dudes go to the basket the way he does?
That's what I'm saying.
He acts like this is his league.
And in the playoffs, the tie or the win goes to the aggressor. I don't care what it is. If you're the more aggressive, you're always going to get the benefit.
He is the most aggressive guy on the floor.
He took him to the rack, and that's one of those things why Steph Castle's standing over in the corner leaning on Julius Randle. Meanwhile, Terrence is hiking to the rim. So we got to find a fix for that the frontline defense so we can put Steph on the hottest player at the moment, because that's our method of winning.
And that's where the demise of Harrison Barnes' offensive game becomes so problematic, because this time last year it would have been a real easy decision who's dealing with Julius Randle. And
he can't. He can't.
Yeah, I think it's the time has come.
I think the fix is going to be a lot more Cornette tonight. I think the fix will be a lot more Cornette and Wemby out on what are they calling this, French vanilla. If that was me anyway, I think I'd lean into a bigger lineup and know that they're going to try to run on us. They're going to try to move it, but I got to have that kind of size because it'll do two things. It'll help me defensively, and also maybe I'll clean off a couple of defensive rebounds and keep them off the freaking glass. So I think it'll cure two things at one time. But if we do that, that means we're going to have to see one of those third bigs is going to have to take off his sweats and play. I don't know which one it'll be. And they're going to have to provide 5, 6, 8 minutes of adequate something to keep them in the game, because in the moment I see Gobert go out, the moment I see that, I'm putting in one of my slumps. I'm putting in one of my other dudes, because I got to get more offensive rebounds. I got to get some help if I have to. I got to have double picks for De'Aaron Fox. I got to get him open somehow. So I think a big guy would be one of the early easy fixes if Carter Bryant's not healthy. Now, if he is back, then the dynamics change significantly.
Yeah, sure. All right, we got plenty to talk about with that game coming up tonight. Game 2 of the Spurs Timberwolves. And we've also got Game 2 of Knicks Sixers, even though I'm not sure the Sixers were aware that Game 1 started.
Dude, what the hell? We didn't get a chance to talk
My
about
goodness. But we'll talk about that as well. We got plenty to get into. We got an anonymous player poll, which I always love these. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, for the most part in good shape. Now, we do have a few stalls. This one here at Rittiman westbound, right at Gibbs Sprawl, northeast side. That's a stalled 18-wheeler and already 3 lanes blocked. We do have police on scene directing traffic. 410 on the frontage road, northbound Bandera Road. That stalls off to the shoulder. And another at 410 frontage road, southbound Old Pearsall Road, southwest side. Stalls got the right lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com.
We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
If you're exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Synergenics. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. 80% of women experience hormonal imbalance. At Synergenics, book a free testosterone test to see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. They're offering $200 off women's hormone testing. New female patients can pay just their insurance copay or $99 flat for a full hormone evaluation. Head to feelgreatlookgreat.com. That's feelgreatlookgreat.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-976-5907 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-976-5907. That's 800-976-5907. What do you have to lose? Call 800-976-5907. Again, 800-976-5907.
Kohl's has Mother's Day gifts that feel like a treat because moms deserve something nice. Preferably something that doesn't involve snack duty, carpool, or reminding anyone where their shoes are. Make her day extra special with 15% off all her favorites across the store at Kohl's and Kohls.com. It's just too bad you can't buy her the one thing she really wants, a nap. Select styles, 15% offer ends May 17th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Who will be next caught in an extramarital affair, Vrabel or Robert Kraft?
I would say Vrabel. I'm not sure if, Robert Kraft is kind of up there, and I don't even know, how long do drugs work?
But you're a degenerate gambler. Which one of those are you going to put your money on?
I'd put it on Vrabel other than Kraft stepping out. Because I don't think Robert Kraft he doesn't have the energy for that. He just likes to lay on a table and get happy endings. If you have to work for it, it's another thing. You just lay there.
Come rub it.
Yes.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime.
It's just soft-ass music, Vic.
I didn't think this was soft. Who is this?
Aerosmith, yeah.
Is this like a unplugged?
No, this is the soft Aerosmith.
Like
it's a little mellow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. When Aerosmith turned into the Gin Blossoms.
Well, when he turned into
right?
my Aunt Tilda.
My Baby Blue. Aerosmith, one of those bands that reinvented themselves a couple times, and
dude, yeah, I was in the Air Force tech school when "Walk This Way" with Run DMC hit, and it was the great unifier. You had the rock and rollers on one side of the dorm, you had the rap dudes all from the Northeast on the other side of the dorm. And on both sides of the dorm, they were playing the same music.
Yeah.
It brought us all together, brother.
Yeah.
Brought us all together.
It's a beautiful
thing. Look to
thing.
the cookie and look to Walk This Way.
It is a beautiful thing. It's one of those things, I don't know that I can think of a band that had, usually once a band makes their first big hits or whatever.
Yeah.
When they go on tour 20 years later, nobody wants to hear any new music from them.
You're right.
And Aerosmith, literally 20 years after they started, they put out that what was it? The album that had all the Alicia Silverstone videos on it.
Yeah,
Get a Grip. It was called.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What wasn't that from? Was that from a movie as well?
They did a
they did all
a
the
song
Armageddon
for
music.
Armageddon, yeah. But that Get a Grip was
that wasn't a Silverstone vehicle. It was
she was in the video,
but she wasn't in a movie that the song.
No, but that was
she was the hottest thing going then in a lot of ways.
But think about it. That album had "Living on the Edge," "Crying,"
yes,
"Amazing," "Crazy."
What year was that?
1993, I think.
93?
I think it was 20 years after their first album.
Well, I remember
Eat the Rich.
The 70s Aerosmith. And then you had the mid-80s with Run DMC, which they had the rebirth, and then the early 90s. Dude, ridiculous.
Yeah, well, and I guess it was probably more late 80s when Janie's Got a Gun and Love in an Elevator, and, that's a unique band that could last that long. Because normally, imagine a band that, you're probably like this with U2. If you went to go see U2, you're hoping they don't play anything that they've done in the last 5 or 10 years, right?
Yep.
You're hoping play the old stuff.
Well, yeah, because there's so much good old stuff.
Yeah.
But normally you want to hear, if you're a true fan, you want to hear the new stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a passing fan. I'm a fan. So I want to hear how you've progressed. But I, of course, don't come to town and don't play Gloria. You know what I mean? Play the hits, but play me some of the new stuff. But the good thing about it seems that Aerosmith was really good at catching trends. They understood the difference between playing great music and looking good playing great music, and they were good at that in the 80s when video mattered. Then they saw this coming and jumped in on rap. And then they jumped in on, it seemed like a series of movies. They would, either he was the singer of the moving ballad or the band was. So great management and great continuity for 40 years. I bet they've got one more record left in them. I bet they've got one more hit. They'll have one more studio
it'll be on
hit.
the soundtrack.
No, I think he might not have the.
I think he's about to lose his feet. Didn't I hear that?
Like my God! Really?
Yeah, like something.
Let's just make up rumors now.
No, seriously.
Because I was just about to say I don't think he can talk anymore. Oh, and really? I mean, you're like his feet, and I'm like,
I read something about
his head's gonna fall off.
He was wearing those little boots all his life, and now his feet are about to fall off.
Let me see if it says.
What's his name?
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler.
Does he have diabetes?
Google Steven Tyler and his feet. I didn't just pull that out.
Yeah, he's got chronic foot pain, Morton's neuroma. Also,
the hell's that?
That doesn't sound good. Let me tell you.
No, it
you know
doesn't.
what? If it's named after a person, it's always bad.
Yeah, you're right.
You mean footless?
So okay, here we go.
Some stumps.
This is one of the rare times where Rob and I were both right.
Okay.
Look at this. Current health status as of 2026. Following a 2023 vocal injury that was described as serious, Tyler has not returned to touring. Reports in early 2025 indicated he was beginning to sing again, but was not in shape for full-scale live performances. Thus, Aerosmith announced their retirement from touring due to the inability to fully recover from these injuries.
George Strait retired 9 times.
He can't walk or talk
and then
this
he
way?
can't walk this way or talk this way because he suffers from Morton's neuroma, a painful condition in his toes caused by years of high-energy performances.
See? Oh. You never know what's going to take you out.
He's also undergone several
horrendous.
surgeries for his vocal cords and injuries related to on-stage falls. He also had hepatitis C.
Jesus.
I mean, a little Hep C amongst rock stars. I mean, that's one of the first tickets to entry. You got Hep C? Yes.
A little blow will fix
Come on in. Blood transfusion every 3 months or so. You'll be all right.
Yeah, put some blow on it.
Yeah. You don't need that liver. No. Your liver, you're running it anyway.
Nah, your liver grows back. Yeah.
You got another. That's why God gave you 2 of them.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you only get one liver.
No, one liver. No.
Oh, but it's big.
Damn.
I wonder if his kidney's good. I need one.
Yeah, the last thing you need is Steven Tyler's
I would imagine
kidney.
it's not, Vic.
I bet it looks like one of those dried up sponges.
It looks like SpongeBob when you take him out of the ocean.
Oh
He's
yeah.
Oh man! All right, let's get back into some hoop on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, for the most part in good shape. Now, we do have a few stalls. This one here at Rittiman westbound, right at Gibbs Sprawl, northeast side. That's a stalled 18-wheeler, and already 3 lanes blocked. We do have police on scene directing traffic. 410 on the frontage road, northbound Bandera Road. That stalls off to the shoulder. And another at 410 frontage road, southbound Old Pearsall Road, southwest side. Stalls got the right lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Summit Racing has the parts, tools, and accessories to keep your ride summer road trip ready. You'll find everything for pre-trip maintenance and essentials like emergency roadside kits. Shop summitracing.com and enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215215. That's SPARK to 215215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now, her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama,
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall.
Getting ready for Game 2. What will be the keys for the Spurs to get this series even at 1?
And we'll talk a little Dallas Cowboys football with our good friend RJ Ochoa.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Wait a minute now. Vic.
I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Philly capri pants. Yesterday, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, maybe. I was at the gym yesterday, And I kicked the guy, and he blocked it, and my toenail hit his elbow. My toenail split right down the middle.
Ow!
Dude, I don't know why you do this to yourself. What? You're paying for this.
A good amount of money, too.
I can't imagine that last night I went and did something and broke my toenail.
You could have dropped a rack of ribs on your toe.
But at least I would have had a delicious rib later.
No, it would have hit the ground.
I'd have still eaten it.
Oh, okay.
Was the nail lodged in his elbow?
Did
he had to pull it out?
No. It was like folded over. Oh, God. It's my big toe. Sucks.
Dude, I'd have called in. I wouldn't have come to work. No.
That's funny, man.
And then 20 minutes later, I'm still training, and I just
training for what?
Rob, I got to be hard to kill, man.
Go get on a bike, swim.
He's got to fight off all the fans.
Do Zumba.
No, that's not going to get it done.
Don't do anything where you.
I have a hard time
split your toenail in half.
I have a hard time consistently exercising if I don't have some sort of interest.
Surround yourself with fat women.
You need purpose.
Go to some. What's that? Go to Curves.
Where it's just me and a bunch of fat chicks.
And just strap you into those weird machines and just let them go to work.
Maybe that's the move.
But the idea that if I woke up every morning thinking, you know what I got to do at 6 o'clock? I got to go someplace and somebody's going to try to hit me in the face.
Honestly,
God, I would dread every morning.
I kid you not, Rob. It took me about 3 minutes to get my sock on this morning.
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
No. I would maintain my retired status and tell war stories.
Yeah.
That'll be my last war story. The day I split my toenail on some 18-year-old's forehead.
That's probably, it was on his elbow. But
on his elbow. No, it'd be forehead.
Oh.
Come on now. You got to go out with a bang, not a whimper. But, you got to go out.
That would probably be the move. And that's a couple weeks ago when I show up, I got a footprint across my face where I got kicked in the head.
No, I got a wife for all that.
No, my wife's too lazy to kick me.
No, I took. Be ready at all moments.
Well, that's you're not ready.
I'm wax on,
you
wax
don't
off.
Train for
no,
it.
I'm defensive.
You don't train for it.
My wife treats me like. You ever watch Pink Panther and Kato? She could attack me at any moment.
You walk around all paranoid.
Step into the house in my karate stance.
That's why you've got to train your body to be ready for when your wife attacks. That's what I do. If I can handle the guys in the gym, I can handle my wife.
If I was doing what you do, I would have every possible pad.
Well,
it would take me an hour to suit up.
There's a lot to it.
Well, I would have.
I got shin guards and gloves on.
You would look like a Christmas
That would
story.
be the base layer. That'd be the base layer. I'd put that on, and then I'd put on those suits that they put on when dogs attack.
Good Lord, man.
And a motorcycle helmet, and then, and only then, would I step into the octagon.
Yeah. Well, I can't say that it's wise. I can't say that it's wise.
Hey, man, more power to you. You're braver than me.
Yeah, well, the brave is bravery doesn't get you much except a broken toenail. Broken toenail. It was like my first fight. My first fight lasted like under 90 seconds, and I legitimately didn't take like a single significant strike. Like he didn't hurt me once.
Okay.
And so when I got out of the cage, like I just had all this adrenaline, and there's a doctor who's waiting to check on you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, how are you feeling? Are you hurt? And I was like, he didn't touch me. I feel great. I'm high on life right now. I feel awesome.
But
I get back to the locker room, and we're taking my gloves off, and my coach goes, "Oh, man, that toe, that's got to hurt." And I look down at my big toe on my right foot, and it's just like dangling. It's black and purple and it's bloody. And I'm like, "Oh, my God, how did that happen?"
No.
And then I watched back the video, and like I did like a push kick, like a Spartan kick.
Okay.
And my big toe got caught under the rest of my foot. And like when it hit his chest, like my big toe was on the bottom. and it broke my toe, and I had no idea until I got back. This
so
one
it didn't hurt till you
I
saw
have.
it?
Right. Now at 45 years old, I felt it immediately.
Dude, I have 3 ridiculous, very highly sensitive areas on my body. One of them's the tip of my toe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other one's the tip of my nose.
Mhm.
You can guess the third. I wouldn't. If you break, if my toe was broken, dude, or any other part, any of those other 3 was broken, I would know immediately. I would know the moment. And you just walked out. Dude,
I walked out with floppy toes.
and you didn't know?
I had no idea.
Dude,
I was
I'd
too
have
high
been-
on life, Rob.
I'd have been call EMS.
Imagine if you'd
what's it called when you give? Submit. I'd submit.
Uncle.
Stop the fight.
Uncle.
Throw the towel.
I mean, Rob, imagine you just like thrown down a dunk in the NCAA tournament to win the game, and you're high, that adrenaline high, and then you get back to the locker room and you find out that your toe fell off.
I didn't know in the moment that I'd knocked my toe off.
You think so?
Dude, I'm serious. Just a graze of the tip of my toe when you just barely kick something. Oh my God.
Well,
you're just wired different, man.
I'm gonna be wearing a shoe around the house for the rest of the week just to be sure that I don't stub my toe.
Little Velcro step shoes.
Oh man, because I can imagine. I can see I kicked the bed and then I'll be paralyzed.
I've done that before.
I would
now,
be in the
now that I have a
hospital.
broken toenail, that could end me. I'm very vulnerable. I'm like
You got 6 months of ugly toe too.
I don't care about that. I'm not a toe model.
You're gonna be black.
That's all right.
Dogs are gonna get at it.
That's all
The dogs are going to eat it.
I'm gonna wake up and the cat's gonna just be gnawing
Cat's
on
gonna
it.
be down there sniffing
Get out
and
of there,
licking on it.
Blueberry.
Get off the towel.
Come on, Blueberry. Get out of there.
Get out of there. Get off the towel. I have to air it out.
No, he's going to be playing with it with his paws.
All right, let's talk Thunder Lakers coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Upgrade your truck without breaking the bank at NAW Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Get weather protection, added security, and durability with the Rough Country 3-panel hard folding truck bed cover starting at $6.99. Or cash in on scratch and dent options like WeatherGuard toolboxes, pack rats, and 50 to 60% off a huge selection of new scratch and dent RDS diesel transfer tanks. Skip the big box hassle. Shop local at NAW today. 3027 Kulabur Road. Family operated, community driven since 1978.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Airrosti.
If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Airrosti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Airrosti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Airrosti.com.
It all connects. The girl who walks for hours to bring home the family's water, the school she can't attend most days, the breakfast she didn't have, the rain that hasn't fallen in months, the danger around the next bend, her little brother's belly laugh, her mother's hug, her dreams of being a teacher, an engineer, the mayor. All the reasons life is both so hard and so beautiful. It all connects. But so do we, for children's sakes. At Child Fund, we connect through everything we do, together, so every child can grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Because we need each other. Learn more at childfund.org.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
This deer season, John Deere wants to give you the home field advantage. We're bringing you the best offers of the season, whether that's cash off on select new machines or a shot at the ultimate Major League Baseball prize package. Because right now, you can enter for a chance to win an MLB All-Star experience for you and 3 friends, complete with travel and lodging for All-Star Week this July. Deer season is going on now through June 3rd. Visit johndeere.com/deer season to enter and view the offers and complete contest rules. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
What?
Tarek said, my toe is like Vanderbilt's finger last night.
That's where this conversation started.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen that happen actually before. Guys hit their hands on the glass. I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Oh, it happens to me all the time.
Well, I mean, I've seen it in practice where that, first of all, dude, what are you doing? Normally you deserve it. He didn't. He was trying to go. He was defensively trying. Normally they're trying to slap the glass or be intimidating.
No, he's trying to make a play.
No, he was trying to make a play. Yeah. But, that pinky's never going to be the same. You're going to have a weird handshake the rest of your life.
People are going to go, you're going to look like Booger McFarland.
Yeah, you're going to,
Take the little one. It's my strong hand.
Just a gnarled. Dude, that was
Or what was
gruesome.
that scary movie with that little finger? What was that?
Not
scary
Red Rum.
movie? Yeah, not that one.
Red Rum, not that one.
Take the little one. It's my strong hand.
Dude, the sad thing is he's looking down, that finger's facing sideways, and the pain's not done yet because we're going to have to put that thing back in there, son.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold your breath, buddy.
Oh, man, bite down on my wallet because this is going to hurt.
Well, the good news is the Lakers could probably get the same result without Jared Vanderbilt that they got with him.
It's not going to affect his shot any.
Exactly.
It's not going to ruin his jumper.
No.
Insignificant.
No, that's not gonna matter much. Pretty much a beatdown from Oklahoma City. The Lakers flashed life a couple times in the game, but it never felt like they were.
I got here, we were having a talk about the game, getting ready, and I was like, it never got within 8 or 9, did it? And he goes, no, it got down to 4. I was like, it did? I don't even remember that. So to their credit, and here's the thing. This is the thing that is most worrisome if I'm a Laker. is you can't do a better job on Shai Gilgeous. You literally cannot defense him any better than they did last night. It was his lowest point output since the Western Conference Finals last year. It's the first time he scored under 20 points since then. He averaged, he gets 20 every game. You made him a passer, and the difference between Oklahoma City and San Antonio is the guard that you made a passer made the appropriate passes, and it was just a slight hiccup in their offensive game.
And their big man finished like a big man.
Yeah, lived in the
finished
paint,
at the basket.
Did big man things. Now, granted, every defense is different, but you take that and you go, this is why you worry about young teams. This is what happened to the Spurs, and you look at Oklahoma City, who they saw there's nothing that's going to happen to them they haven't already seen. They're used to not having guys. They're not used to having Jalen or SGA have such a poor productive game, but it was taken away from them, and they just adjusted. Just a credit to the best team in basketball, the way they played last night, because I don't know what the Lakers do. I'd continue doing that SGA thing, but it's not like it made a difference.
There's just too many other guys.
Yeah.
There's too many other guys, and they're doing this with the second best player on their team sitting on the sideline dressed in bell bottoms and
eating popcorn and laughing.
Yeah, it's very odd that even when you feel like you've game planned it perfectly, all right, let's take away the best player in the world or one of the best players in the world, and you do that, and you still get blown out. It was 69-65 with halfway through the third quarter, and right after that was a 9-0 Oklahoma City run. They said, no,
that's enough of
that's
this.
That's cute,
Let's
but
go to sleep.
that's about enough of that.
It's just one of those things where Oklahoma City comes to work. They just came to work and did their job. And in comparison with the Spurs came to a party, and Oklahoma City came to work.
Yeah.
And there's such a difference. The crowd wasn't particularly required in that game. They got to sit and watch precise and well-played basketball. They didn't rely on emotion. They relied on training and expertise, and they just dispatched the Lakers. It's just the Borg, man. They just keep coming.
Shai, 18 points, 6 assists, and three boards, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, which is, that's about as bad of a stat line as you'll see Shai have.
5, I think, in the first half. At least he tightened it up. It was, the Lakers can't play better defense. They really can't defend him any better than they did.
So Shai ended up missing, I think, 3 shots in the fourth quarter. Did you see the stat they put up about Shai in the fourth quarter in like the last month or 6 weeks or something like that?
No, but I'm sure it's
he before last night, in like the last month, he had missed 1 shot in the fourth quarter of games, and it was like,
well, go on. What did you tell me about practice?
Oh, they were saying that he doesn't shoot in practice. Like he's like, yeah, I don't shoot in practice anymore. He's like, basically, I use practice to make sure I know exactly where my teammates are, what I can do to make them the best possible, and to make us as cohesive as possible.
I hate that.
And
it's like, can you imagine practicing with him,
man?
And he didn't take a shot all game or all practice.
All practice. No.
Whatever team he was on still.
And he
beat
makes
you.
all of them.
Well, he didn't even shoot.
Yeah,
I don't need to do that. I'm good at that.
But he said he's working on making his teammates better, and by God,
a quarterback. No, I don't pass to my receivers during practice.
No, that'd be silly.
I can do that.
That'd be silly. And you saw, even though there was only 5 points for Alex Caruso, you saw the return of playoff Alex Caruso and the impact he can have on the defensive end, and they're going to have him on the floor a lot. They just have so many guys they can throw at you. Jared McCain, who couldn't get on the floor in the regular season, 4 of 5 from 3 last night. That's what he's here for. He's got one job, and he did it last night. Cason Wallace is I don't think there's a better defender in the league that comes off the bench. Can you think of one that is not a starter, but is that elite of a defensive player?
There's 3 or 4 of those dudes. They all look alike. They have
Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso,
and Dort. They're all the same size. They all are of equal build and mentality. They're like pulling guards. They're so strong and they're quick on their feet. They're tough, man. They're so good at every position. They're not great at every position, but they're so good at every other position. And then you add the Shai Gilgeous flavor on top. They're just the only thing Lakers can do, Reddick's just going to have to find more offense. You're just going to have to try to score to keep up with him because defensively, you did the best you could last night. There's no better defense you can play.
Yeah, you hold the Thunder to 108.
You did it all, man, and you still were 10 points short, and that's a good 10 points.
No, you were 18 points short.
But a good 10 points of effort.
Yeah.
You're going to have to find more offense, and without Luka there, this is going to go 4 straight, man. It's just going to be a walk.
It's hard to imagine it being anything but that at this point. So the Lakers, maybe there's a miracle, but they made it sound last night like Luka, there's no chance he's going to be back for this series, which means...
Why couldn't that have happened to Edwards?
Why'd he go to Europe? Like, what was the whole... You went to Europe just so you couldn't show up and play?
I hear the grappa that goes along with the therapy's good.
That must be what it is. Turkish hair plugs.
He's going to come back.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
If you're exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Synergenics. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. 80% of women experience hormonal imbalance. At Synergenics, book a free testosterone test to see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. They're offering $200 off women's hormone testing. New female patients can pay just their insurance copay or $99 flat for a full hormone evaluation. Head to feelgreatlookgreat.com. That's feelgreatlookgreat.com.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Estimate based on your neighborhood average and individual results may vary.
When I saw how high my property tax bill was, I was shocked. We couldn't afford this. But I discovered Ownwell. Ownwell reduced my property taxes and saved me over $1,000.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be protested and they can be reduced. But instead of filing protests yourself and very possibly losing your appeal, Ownwell does it all for you. And we give you the best chance to win and save big. Ownwell has reduced property taxes for hundreds of thousands of Texans and put money back in their pocket, and you can be one of them. And unlike other companies that take half of whatever you save, Ownwell charges just 25%. And that's only if you save.
Now I don't worry about my property taxes. Ownwell reduces it every year.
Sign up now for free. Don't pay unless you save. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Come get ready for Mother's Day at JCPenney. Find the perfect gifts and exactly what you are and aren't looking for. A chic handbag you know she'll love, and a clutch for you too. A silver necklace that's just her color, and earrings you've had your eye on. Because if a few extras end up in your cart, well, you are getting an extra 20% off with coupon. This mall haul will totally get mom's approval. Yes, JCPenney. Valid 5/4 through 5/10 while they last. Exclusions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, still have that stalled 18-wheeler northeast side of town, Rittiman, westbound right at Gibbs Sprawl. 3 lanes still blocked. Heavy-duty wrecker has finally rolled up onto the scene. Still have police directing traffic. On Loop 410 Frontage Road, southbound Old Pearsall Road, southwest side, that stalls in the right lane. 35 northbound Judson Road. This road work taking up 2 right lanes, now causing a solid 30-minute delay. Heavy back to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA playoffs went rather chalk last night as the favorites both took care of business. Oklahoma City, well, they handled the Lakers pretty easily. SGA only had 18, but Chet Holmgren checked in with 24 points and 12 rebounds. The Pistons handled the Cleveland Indians, Cleveland Cadavers as well, 111-101. Tobias Harris helped out Cade Cunningham with 20 points.
SportsCenter brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody.
I heard you.
I know, but Vic always likes to pop me down.
You need to be potted down.
Just in case I,
yeah.
too aggressive
hear
out
y'all.
of the gate.
I know what's going on.
Fire out of the gate like a bad Kentucky Derby horse.
Toe gate.
Doesn't like that. Doesn't like that.
Got a bad hoof. Angry.
All right. Let's talk about the Spurs game tonight. And this is a pretty important game, I would say. You fall down 2-0, lose your 2 home games. Suddenly, the whole process feels a little different, doesn't it?
It's funny how the playoffs expose you. They just have a way of showing who and what you are and the problems that you have.
I talked about this yesterday. Like, the one thing that's not going to change in this playoff series is the experience and, you know, the kind of been there, done that Chris Finch has that Mitch just doesn't have.
Matters.
And I thought his decision to take Gobert out in game 1 of the playoffs, your best defensive player who's held Wemby to almost nothing, to take him out of the game in the fourth quarter and force Wemby to climb out of the paint on the defensive end so you could open up holes for your guys. I thought that was about as brilliant of a coaching move.
Skillful. It was.
And it's just like...
And it shouldn't have been that brilliant. I mean, Wemby eventually, whether it's this series or next year, will see that and go, oh, okay, I'm going to go take it to the paint. I'm going to go live down there and foul everybody you have out. I'm going to foul everybody out. Oh, thank you. Thank you for opening the paint for me. But he didn't do that. He said, oh, it's a challenge to my manhood. You want to come guard me out here? Well, I'm going to put a couple in your eye. No. They opened the door for you to go to the paint, and you didn't do it.
Yeah.
And some of it's on Mitch. Dude, you're going to have to call some plays to get him in the paint. Some of it's on your point guard. Dude, I'm not giving you the ball out here. I'm not. You can stand out here, but and some of it's on Wemby. Wemby, go to the paint. It's everybody's got a part in this play, and everybody's going to just have to execute a little bit better. But no, they got out coached. You fell for the bait, man.
What do you expect the biggest change to be strategically from game 1 to game 2? What do you expect the biggest difference to be?
Play a lot faster. You know, the Timberwolves dominated the pace. You're going to have to know that they're going to jump you when you come across midcourt. They're going to come and try to take that high pick and roll away from you. And it's going to keep coming. And that kid, McDaniel, can play.
Oh, man.
He can play. Defensively, he's a beast. De'Aaron was not ready for what he brought. He just didn't know it was coming. And it ate him alive. So I expect a little bit of help for De'Aaron. I expect a much more focused De'Aaron. I expect an easier playbook. I think that Devin Vassell needs to have the ball in his hands a lot more. He came to play the other day, and it deserved a little bit more, and it was because we didn't have point guard help. I think it'll be a little bit easier, but on the other side of stuff, that front line is going to have to get a whole lot better. We're going to have to figure out something, how we're going to defend. Either we're going to have to choose our poison, and I would much rather make Julius Randle beat us than Anthony Edwards. Julius, you're going to have to bring it, and we're going to have to force him to do some other stuff. Maybe I put Wemby on him. But I can't let Steph Castle just get beaten to a pulp and then say, all right, now go guard Anthony Edwards. Go get on him. Give him a break because he fouled out. He played a hell of a basketball game, but it was just too much to ask a kid to do. There's just and if there's no Carter Bryant, which he wasn't used in the last game, most of the series against Portland, but one where he had a phenomenal game. This isn't about his offense. This is about the defense and the mobility that he brings against either Naz Reid or Julius Randle, because those guys get up and go, and we don't have the manpower.
And it's hard to imagine because the Spurs – and remember, it's funny, last year we were talking about – the Spurs were one of the worst defenses in the league a year ago, and obviously they've made a huge jump, and a lot of it is healthy Wemby. A lot of it is the emergence of Steph Castle as an elite defense, like on-ball defender. But – the Spurs overall as a team are still an okay defense. The Timberwolves are good everywhere. Like they're a great team defense, and they don't have weak spots defensively.
Big. They're so big they're big.
The only guy that gets minutes for them that isn't really like an above average defender is Dosunmu, and he didn't even play in game one.
And the other guy that was kind of a net negative was DiVincenzo. Now, he offensively is required. So they got better when he got hurt defensively because they brought in the dudes that were offensively challenged but defensively solid. So, no, they're as good a defensive team as there is in basketball. Not that the Spurs defense isn't any worse. I thought both sides played ridiculously great defense. Now, Wemby was 80% of our defense. 12 blocks and probably 15 nopes. And
I think Steph Castle deserves a lot of credit just because he was like the assignments he had were above what they should have been.
So, okay, even with that, we're talking about 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5 where you got 4 solid dudes that play defense consistently. The Spurs are going to have to really focus offensively. Now, when Diasu gets in, he's going to lessen their defensive prowess. The game will get faster. I think they need to victimize Terrence Shannon a little bit more. I think they need to go at him. But when you got Steph Castle working so hard on defense, I just can't expect a whole lot offensively. I think he'll get a lot of kicks, but I don't make him the focus of our offense. I don't give him the ball to go dribble to the rim. He's got other things to do. So other guys are going to have to step up, and Steph's going to have to hit those open jump shots because they will be available to him. But other than that, attack Shannon. Make your shots. Darren, be a point guard. I think that if that happens, there's enough in the tank to beat them and make it translate onto the road. But, now the T-Wolves have a taste of blood. They know how to beat us.
Yeah.
They have the formula.
Well, they beat the Spurs 2 out of 3 times in the regular season. Now they beat them here. Now all of a sudden, it's funny. We talked about the confidence that the Spurs built up over the course of this regular season against Oklahoma City.
And it paid dividends. They fought back to within 2. It did pay dividends. We did see something that, now they didn't win it, so it paid a little bit. They didn't even get even, but we did see that the light switch was already on for the comeback. It didn't fluster them. But there's things that they shouldn't have been in that situation.
Well, remember, they had a fourth quarter lead. They went into the fourth quarter with a lead again, and found themselves in a position where they were digging out of a hole at the end of the game.
And it was mistakes, the turnovers. To expect Wemby to get 12 more blocks, I don't know. I think that
I might go under.
My God. It's too bad there was a loss, because if the Spurs would have managed to win, the story would have been the defense that Wemby played.
Yeah.
It's like watching – the last time I saw a game like that literally was when Shaq was at Cole High School. When as soon as the other teams would come across half court, all they could think about was throw it where Shaq ain't and shoot it as fast as you can, because he's gonna hit it off the backboard. He's gonna swat it off the wall if we don't get a shot up. And that's the way Minnesota had to play there for a minute. Like, dude, there is literally nothing within 15 feet of the paint, and they hit their shots. They did.
What did you think of the game-ending series, or like the series that ended the game one where Wemby gets the rebound and then he hesitated for a minute, and it was like, what are they going to do here?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, though, even after that hesitation, there's a couple things that came to mind. I think Wemby realized that he didn't need to be involved in the offensive end.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head. You could tell by the hesitation, like, this is not appropriate.
I don't want to end up with the ball in my
Right.
hands to take this shot, which I don't blame him. And like, there are people who will nail LeBron James to a cross if he decides that it's not in the best interest of the team for him to take the last shot of a game. I don't care if Wemby decides I shouldn't be the guy with the ball in my hands at the end of the game, because I agreed with him at that moment.
Yeah, it was,
but I thought that
now next year we'll have a different conversation.
Well,
but
yeah.
right now you're right.
Well, and certainly after the game that he had,
right.
You go 0 for 8 from 3. The last thing you want is a game-winning 3 in your hands.
And I want him to be a goldfish eventually. But right now, give it up. It's not falling for you today. You're not seeing it.
I thought Dylan Harper did a great job on the fly of deciding, hey, we're going to go for it instead of calling a timeout. Let's do this. Let's push. Because I think after Wemby hesitated, it kind of puts you in the no man's land of if you call a timeout, it's going to be hard to set up a real play.
No, Dylan was a pro. That was a pro.
And he made a great pass to Champagny. Champagny got a flyby.
I have no problem with what happened.
And he got about as good of a shot as you could ask for.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. I thought Wemby did the right thing. I thought thank God for Dylan Harper yet again. I mean, just think about the fact that it had to be Dylan Harper with the ball in his hand because De'Aaron Fox was such a non-entity. And it still worked out. It worked out just fine. We got the shot. We couldn't have asked for a better 3. I mean, it was the right guy, just didn't fall. I'm not mad at the end. I'm mad at the middle. I mean, the middle was you got out-bodied, you got out-physicaled, and your best player just didn't have a good game. I don't expect him not to bounce back. He got scouted. They jumped a bunch of passes. It seemed like the same pass. They jumped twice there in the fourth quarter, that same diagonal pass that they had filmed and studied and knew it was coming, and he got double-teamed, jumped, and threw the ball without even thinking. Dude, you're going to have to be better. But, your backup, your rookie, came to play.
Yeah.
So, I'm everything happened that we've been worried about happening. Young kids in a tough situation. And to their credit, they were in it at the end, but the mistakes were just too many, too early, and you got yourself in a tough spot. And let's add one more thing to this. They did this without Castle on the court. I mean, he'd already fouled out. They had lost a weapon, and they were still there. I had this shock back to reality, and this is going to be if the Spurs win this, it's going to have to go 7. And if anything less, we're coming home and thinking about what we're doing in the summer.
Really?
Yeah, they're just that tough.
You went from gentleman's sweep.
Well, I'm not saying they're not going to do it, but I'll tell you, they lose tonight.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's just the grind that they're going to have to go through. And I think they can win another. They can win one up there. I don't have any problem with that, but they can't win 2.
Yeah, this is a tougher series than I think a lot of people thought. And
well, the Anthony Edwards dynamic, and all they needed was
everything.
Like a third quarter from him. That third quarter was the killer. If he hadn't played, I think the Spurs win by 6 or 8 like we thought. But he did, and he's a lot further along than any of us expected.
Yeah, we saw that the line push from 14.5 down to 10.5 in game 1 when they announced that Anthony Edwards was going to play. Now you got 9.5 for game 2. So a lot of respect for Anthony Edwards.
Line. It's such a big line.
It is.
And 9.5 points with that small a total.
That's what I don't understand. This is such a. If this game looks anything like the last game, when one team scores 104, it's really hard for the other team not to be in that range.
Right.
So it's that's again a night I'm going to be looking at the under and probably looking at the Timberwolves as dogs to hang in this game. Not that they'll win again, but they'll at least make it a ball game. It just feels like this. The Timberwolves don't feel like a team that is going to get blown out very often.
There's just not enough possessions.
Yeah. I think that that game 1, there wasn't a single game in the Blazers series that felt like this.
No, number 3. That number 3 at the tip of the spear, he can play defense, man. He just took De'Aaron Fox out of the game, done.
Yeah, and by the way, I think Terrence Shannon's a better defender than you seem to think.
There's a reason, but I tell you what, he fed off everybody else. He had a hell of a defensive game last night, so I was in the wrong. I still want to pick at it, though. I still want to see if there's something there.
I guess if you're trying to find the weakest link, maybe he's still it. But I think he's a well above average defender. It's just that they're in it's a tough matchup,
and that's going to be on Devin. They're going to have to make sure he gets the ball more because he was dialed in. He was
the first
hitting
half,
the shots.
he was on him. Yeah,
he was hitting the shots, and you'll notice at every timeout, if there was a play to be called, normally it was a curl to Devin. It was a curl, and maybe he could get a dive with Wemby on the side, but Devin took every one of those jump shots and hit them. I mean, they weren't threes, but they mattered.
All right, we are back in the game tonight with Underdog. Oh yeah, I made some dough on Underdog in Game 1 with the Spurs, and I'm gonna be back in action tonight. Let's see what the number is for Victor Wembanyama blocks. Wembanyama higher or lower than 4.5 blocks.
Higher over that.
I think you got to take the higher on that. Man, Wemby back in action. And there's no better place to play than Underdog, man. It's so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are they going to go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, blocks, whatever it is, you can pick. And if you're right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. On Monday, I had Wemby over or higher on rebounds. I had him higher than 11.5 rebounds, and he ended up with 15. So that was a nice one. And I also, unfortunately, had De'Aaron Fox lower than 3.5 first quarter points, where he scored 0. So that was a win as well. So take a look at the Spurs again tonight. Lots of great options in that thing. And if you get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Now, I went small. I bet $10 I won 100. That's 10 times my cash. You could win 5,000 times your cash. That'd be unbelievable. Download the app today. Use the promo code Alamo. You'll get $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
I keep seeing celebrities posts, me in the 90s versus now. Well, the person staring at me in the mirror is definitely not the same person that could pull off bootcut jeans. Time creeps up on us so slowly. You don't see it until suddenly you do. Same thing goes for your bills. $1 here, an uptick there. It's a slow burn until one day you realize the price you're paying now is way higher than when you signed up. But at T-Mobile, customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. And with T-Mobile on their experience plans, you get a 5-year price guarantee, so you know exactly what your plan price will be for the next 5 years. So at least that's one thing that won't change over time. I can't guarantee you'll still look good with frosted tips, but T-Mobile can give you a clear guarantee on your wireless plan.
Lower bills based on Harris billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
Baseball is back, and BetMGM, official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boosts, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boosts. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boosts, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. Promotional offers may vary by market, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards may vary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Vic's got a feeling.
Yep.
You better hope so, Vic.
I know, right? I'd be wrong. No.
You're gonna have a Timberwolf tattoo if you're wrong.
No. No, I have this feeling. I think we were really mad about it.
I mean,
the Spurs were too.
The last title run, Dallas was our first round or second round opponent, and they rolled in and whooped our ass in the first game.
It could happen.
I mean, it happens.
It's hard to imagine that Fox and Wemby are much worse on offense than they were. and that's true. Like, I have a hard time picturing either one of them being as bad as they were. But also, I'm guessing this is the last game of this series where Anthony Edwards doesn't score 20 points.
No, I don't. I think he's going to be a legitimate threat. But the good news is, if you know where your threat is, you can address it. And I don't think they were prepared for what he did. I think that, the game plan was Steph will lean on Julius Randle all game long, not have to worry about Anthony Edwards. And we're not going to expect, what did he get, like 11 in the quarter? I mean, he went bananas. So now he's coming. At least you know the devil. There's the devil you know and the devil you don't. They're both the devil, but at least you know that one in the words of Stephen Wilson Jr. But, I mean, we're going to have to stop this animal because he's a beast, bro. He's a beast.
We talked about it a little bit yesterday when you were gone, but Mike Conley, who was a healthy scratch in one of the games against Denver, just shows up and hits 4 threes.
He ain't gonna do that again.
I would hope not. He had his way, and that's a problem. Like, if offense is coming from guys like that, it's a problem.
Well, I'll tell you, if we lose and it's because Mike Conley hit a bunch of threes, I'll take that. I'll take that risk. You know what? You know what? If if you're the one that beats us, well, congratulations, hearty handshake, and carry on, brother.
Yeah. Let's see. Listen, I am goated. Wemby was wide open. Those are his shots. He'll get comfortable and start hitting.
So, see, what you don't understand is sometimes just because it looks good doesn't mean it's good for you. And yes, he's wide open for a reason. It wasn't accidental. They were giving him that. You know why? Because I'd much rather him take a bunch of threes out there than get in the paint and foul my guys out, get in the paint and pick up offensive or defensive rebounds, all the things that happen good in the paint. They're allowing him to do that. So just because it looks good, Wemby, just because you see it doesn't mean it's good for you. Sometimes you're taking the bait.
I've always had this philosophy, and I know the NBA's changed and the three-pointer is so much more valuable now than it used to be. But to me, I still feel like a guaranteed 2 is about as good as anything you can get. And I just imagine Shaq, imagine if Shaq could hit a decent rate on his free throws. Why would he ever go out and shoot a 3? All you got to do is go at the basket where you're likely to get it anyway, and they're going to hit you.
Yes.
And then you get a chance for an extra point. That's how you get your 3.
All of that.
They call it 3 the old-fashioned way.
The way that bigs are always successful, and we'll talk about that with Embiid or with any other solid ones, is your game starts in the paint and it goes to the three-point line. It doesn't start at the three-point line and go to the paint. It goes the other way around. Establish the paint, know that it's there, and yes, go take threes. I have no problem with you taking 4 or 5 threes because we need you to do that. But the consistent, well, this is all I got. I'm not even going to set foot in the paint. I'm going to be the 5th guy down the court on defense, and I'm going to set up and take the 3 when they throw it to me. That's exactly what they want.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. And like you said, if Mike Conley's going to hit 4 threes, okay, you live with that. I think the Timberwolves have decided, okay, if Wemby hits some threes, we'll live with that.
Yes. If he doesn't set foot in the paint and he takes 8 threes tonight, dude, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. Even if he makes 7 of them, we're going to lose because the paint matters for a lot of other reasons. And the point, you're right. I'd much rather take – and every player's different. And some of this was last night or the last game was Wemby was so effective around the rim that I think there are times that Mitch tells him to stay at the three-point line so he can get back and protect that rim, get back and get those blocks. That's not – I don't like that. I know I want you to work harder on defense than offense. That's always going to be a rule. Work harder. The crumbs will fall you on offense. On defense, you go bust your ass. So some of it is, save your energy. Don't take the shot, though, brother. Pass the ball off and be ready to get back if that's the case. So you don't have to run 94 feet. You're only running 60. I get it sometimes. But don't – just because they go, oh, he's not going to go all the way down to the rim. He's going to have to get back, and he's going to take a 3 that's going to allow them to get the fast break going. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But he did pick up a couple of rim blocks because he was getting back off of a long rebound. But that's a fake block. He shouldn't have been there in the first place if he'd have just made the basket, and it'd have been harder for them to get the fast break down there.
The reality is when Wemby stands out at the three-point line, he is not the gravity to him is not what it is when he gets down in the paint. Yes. When he's around the basket, everybody sinks in around him. Like they all know we've got to find a way to not let him get the ball.
And suddenly De'Aaron has a better game because he's not being doubled. They're not jumping him on the top. It all flows together. So when you say, you got a bunch of open threes, yes, he does. Because that's by design.
It's because Rudy Gobert said, man.
Shoot it, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take it. I don't care if you make 6 of them. Just keep shooting. And if we lose that way, kind of like with Conley, well, heck, that was the way we went down. And you just made the shots we didn't think you could make.
All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We got a drinking problem, San Antonio, and it's not just because of a first-round loss. It's the need for water bottles because your water's not treated right in your house. So you got to go buy a water bottle so it tastes right, and then you keep getting more and more money going out the door when it should be staying in your house. If you had a Connecticut, you wouldn't need to go buy a water bottle of one anymore because the reverse osmosis drinking station they're going to give to you for free will take care of that problem. They've got the decor that you'd want on your kitchen sink. They've got the K5 reverse osmosis drinking station they're ready to put in that goes on top of the quality that you're going to get with a Connecticut water softener. There's no better time, there never has been, to take care of your house and all the things in it like a Connecticut can. So call them today. If it's time to switch it out, go switch it out. If you're building, or even if you're in an apartment, you can get a Connecticut treatment system. Write this number down. It's 656 Pure. It's easy to remember. And Connecticut SA is their website. Go there for all the details, but now's the time. Call Connecticut and get the absolute best water treatment system you can buy, and then get the free treatment system on top. No better time. Call them today. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've cleared a couple of our incidents. That road work in Windcrest, 35 southbound, just past 410. They've picked up those construction cones. And the road work at 410 Frontage Road southbound at Pearsall Road. That's been picked up as well. Still have the road work at 35 northbound at Judson. This is now a 40-minute delay. 2 right lanes are blocked. Stop and go from Walls. I'm going to suggest Randolph Boulevard as a good alternate route. Making some progress here with this stalled 18-wheeler. Had 3 lanes blocked, now down to 2 right lanes. Rittiman at Gibbs Sprawl. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Summit Racing has the parts, tools, and accessories to keep your ride summer road trip ready. You'll find everything for pre-trip maintenance and essentials like emergency roadside kits. Shop summitracing.com and enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
No energy, no sex drive? Go to Synergenics. 1 in 4 men has low T. 80% of women experience hormonal imbalance. Book a free T test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to you. Women's hormone testing is $200 off. Book your appointment at feelgreatlookgreat.com.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall.
Getting ready for Game 2. What will be the keys for the Spurs to get this series even at 1?
And we'll talk a little Dallas Cowboys football with our good friend RJ Ochoa.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, it appears the league and the referees have come to an agreement. Reports are negotiations between the NFL and the NFL Referees Association on a new collective bargaining agreement has progressed far enough where they're going to vote on it tomorrow night. In Cowboys news, they're hosting cornerback Adoree Jackson, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to fill in a defensive corner spot.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On the grind, baby.
Rise and grind.
Baby.
That's what I do every day, AJ. I rise and grind.
I can do it. Put your back into it. You can do it. Put your back into it. I can do it. Put your ass into it. Put your ass into it, Rob.
It's always in it. If I'm doing it, my ass is in it.
Somebody was arguing about.
They're always arguing.
I know. People are always arguing about Wemby being being so great from 3.
Take the threes at appropriate times. We're not mad at the 3. It's part of your game.
Just make it.
No. You're going to get 4 or 5, and you should get 4 or 5. And if you hit 5, you get a 6th. But your game starts in the paint, and it works its way to the 3. It doesn't start at the 3 and work its way to the paint.
The average, the best three-point shooting team in the league this year was Denver. They were 39% from 3, which is pretty incredible.
It is.
That's a great number.
But what's their volume?
Yeah, it's a lower volume. The worst shooting team in the league, it was a tie between Sacramento and Brooklyn, 34%. Wemby is a career 34.2% three-point shooter. So that puts him 0.2% better than the worst team in the league's three-point shooter. Like, Wemby it's nice to have him as a threat. It's nice that he can do it. That's not what his game should be ever.
No, it's not. So, yes, it's galling when you hear that. Like, man, they're open. He's wide open, and he's got good form. Take him. No, there's more to one player's scoring and shooting than just his personal stats. There's more to it. It's a chain. This has to happen. It has to be attached to this link, to that link, to that link. And when they're all working together, it's a beautiful thing. But when you're that weak link in that chain, when you disrupt the offense because you're taking inappropriate shots, whether they're in the paint or in the lane or at the three, you just screw things up. There's more things involved than just you. And if you take a lot of those shots, you just take a 5-second cut of before and after, you go, yeah, I don't mind that shot. It looked like it. No, there's more to it than that. And then you'll get your opportunities when the opportunities are appropriate. And Victor's never not had opportunities to take threes. He's had problems getting it out of his head.
Yeah.
And last night we talked about it in the first segment. I felt like some of that was him in this personal horse match with Gobert, daring him to take threes or something that, dude, what? I don't get why you don't see what everybody else sees.
I think because of his build, people have all, and this is the reality, he is a great shooter for someone of his size.
Well, and every shot looks open. Of course it does. You're 7'5", but you still have to discern and get yourself into the paint so other guys can do their thing.
Yeah, and if he were doing that at the basket, if he were those 8 shots, the eight threes that he took, on a good day, he'll make 4.
That's a good day.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to make 6 or 7 and probably get to the free throw line.
Not probably. Will.
At the bat. And that also puts their team, it puts pressure on them because now they've got foul trouble.
That's what I keep saying.
It just changes the whole dynamic of things.
There's more to it than just your numbers.
Yes.
Your numbers affect everybody else around you. And I'll put it to you, I think most of the reason that De'Aaron had such a terrible game is because Wemby was right there beside him most of the time.
Yes.
And so now that's not just 2 defenders, that's 3 and 4 defenders that are in this small space, and De'Aaron couldn't pass out of that space, and Wemby couldn't shoot out of that space.
Well, and when that can work is when you don't have an elite rim defender on the other end, because De'Aaron now can't blow by and go into Rudy Gobert.
There's
That's
nowhere
not
to
going
go.
work.
So it's this chain reaction of things that, and again, this wasn't absolutely awful Spurs basketball.
No.
They had a shot to win it at the end of the game, despite everything we're saying. But it is so apparent the problem. It wasn't like the Lakers who played such good defense. You think, I don't know what we're going to do better.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to improve. I don't know how we catch up to Oklahoma City. The Spurs have angles that, Wemby's got to be better. De'Aaron Fox has got to be better. We got to make sure that Steph Castle's in a position to offer some offense and save him a little bit on the defense. We know we're going to need some offensive rebounding help. Somebody's going to have to step up. Is it going to be Carter Bryant? Well, there's a fix waiting if he gets better. Or is it going to be more Cornette and Wemby on the court at the same time? Is that going to be the fix? So there's things the Spurs can pull out of the hat to fix this problem that really wasn't. I mean, they could have hit a shot and won the game and walked off and said, woo! But now they're going to have to fix some stuff where the Lakers, I don't know what they do. So at least we've got a lot of things to fix and don't need to fix too many of them to win a game.
Yeah. And, listen, I'm Goda says if he makes 4 threes, it's a blowout. You know what? I
don't know, man.
If instead of taking 4 of those threes, he goes to the basket, it's probably a blowout. It just changes the dynamic of the game.
It's not a true statement to say if he'd have just gone to the rim one of those times and gotten fouled and made the shot, the Spurs win. If he'd have just done it once. But that's not a true statement. But if you're just trying to find where 3 points could have come from, maybe you put it on the floor, go get a free throw line jumper, and somebody swipes your arm on your way up, and you make it, and we suddenly have a lead and win the game.
SA Texan says, agreed. Even if we do survive this series, OKC is going to be waiting for us with plenty of rest. Well, I don't think that's one. That's Rob says all the time, control what you can control.
Yeah, man. That's a long time down the road.
There's no controlling how good Oklahoma City is. They are what they are, and it's
the good news is
you worry about that when the problem arises.
To get there, to get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder, we're going to have to be so much better than we were last night. So by the time if we do get there, I'm not worried about prep. We will be that good.
Yeah,
but we got to get there, and I'm not sure right now it's not going to take 2 hard weeks of work.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Where else? The other games that we haven't really talked about the Eastern Conference games at all.
Philly didn't count. That wasn't a game.
I mean, can you remember a time where like a team took that much momentum into a series? Like they were like, man, we got it now. We have figured it out. We have solved the riddle. And then just got dog stomped like that in game one.
They were playing in molasses. It was slow versus fast. It was fired up versus hesitant. It was everything that you're afraid of happening in the playoffs happened in one game. Your best guy was insufficient. Your guards kept turning the ball over, and then you quit in the fourth. So, yeah, it was the worst-case scenario. Hopefully, it was one of those fourth quarters where you just didn't care, and you're already planning for game 2, where you're already scheming. You're just putting your guys in a position to see what the other team does, and you just punted like tennis players will give away a game. Because if that wasn't the case, holy crap, man. The Knicks are a buzzsaw, but I don't believe that's the case. I think Philly took some profits and did some scheming there.
Maybe
they
were
like so bad.
An emotional like, oh man, we came from 3-1 down. We we rallied and beat the Celtics, a big win. Maybe there was like we got to take a breath.
They better hope that was the case.
The Knicks did a really good job defensively on Joel Embiid. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
When he wants to play and he plays hard, my gosh.
Yeah.
I still am never going to be all in on him. But on nights like he had the other night, I can see why he makes a lot of money and is always on good teams.
Yeah. Chris says Spurs aren't winning the title this year. It's all about experience and learning about playoff basketball. That's kind of what I thought coming into this, but I don't think there's any reason to like give up on it now.
Now you're in the Final Four, man. You really are. You're in a situation where you're good enough to win it. You are. I mean, you're good enough to win it. And the good news is the team you got to beat, you get to play earlier. You don't have to wait 3 weeks to get there. But you got to get there now. And everything we were worried about, and we talk about what Oklahoma City's capable of, they had to lose that first round of playoffs too. They went into Denver, did not get out of there. And, they took their lessons, and they're now looking to win 2 straight. So it could happen.
Do you think – well, the Knicks, going back to that Knicks-Sixers game, the Knicks were on fire, couldn't miss. Brunson, particularly in the first half, couldn't miss. Sixers couldn't make anything. Do you think that Game 2 is any different?
No. I do think it'll be different.
Okay.
I do think that at some point, Philadelphia is going to realize that they got to cut the head off the snake. And Brunson is the head of the snake. And he's so small and the size of Maxey. And I would take – you're just not going to be allowed in there. And if I have to foul guys out to do it, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to see if somebody else can beat me.
Detroit got a 111-101 win over Cleveland last night. And – this is a personal thing for JB Bickerstaff playing against Cleveland here. And the Pistons got out to an early edge. It was 37-21 in the first quarter. They got a balanced attack. I've been saying it's when nobody Cade has been alone for a lot of this, and it's he's drugged them through the mud to get them where they are. All 5 Detroit starters got double figures.
Tobias
yesterday.
That
Tobias
extra
put up
score
20.
matters. It matters.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson hits 5 threes. And even there were 5 minutes left in the game. Cleveland came back and tied it. It was 93-all with 5 minutes left, and then Cade took over.
Yep.
And that's the thing that is going to carry Detroit however far they're going to get.
That's what they did all season. Stayed tough, stayed hard, and let Cade win them.
But this was, a James Harden special.
What was it, 7, 8 turnovers?
7 turnovers. The Cleveland had 19 turnovers. All the talk that Cleveland was saying, like Cleveland was like, hey, we just played this physical game, this physical series against Toronto. We're ready for what Detroit brings. And then they didn't look like they were ready for what Detroit brings.
You can't turn the ball over like that. Harden had a typical Harden night. Did he miss a free throw? I mean, he got to the line and did a bunch of stuff, but James Harden went James Harden there in the fourth. And, I don't know what else you do. They're good enough. This is going to be a long series, too. I bet it goes 6.
I think so, too.
Detroit's going to lose one.
And then Donovan Mitchell was talking about, like, Donovan Mitchell gets beat up a lot in the paint, too. Like, when he gets to the basket, he takes a lot of the shots that Shea takes.
Mm-hmm.
but he they've said, well, why aren't you getting to the line more? And he said, well, because when I get hit, I don't flail around and flop.
Well, there's something to it.
And well, yeah, but is that a good thing? Donovan Mitchell, 2 free throw attempts in the game.
That's the knock on him. Why big games have escaped him is because they can allow him to go get buckets, but because he's so strong, he fights through that little contact that a lot of guys flail at. He just takes great pleasure, and he's really good at fighting through contact. And if it doesn't look like you got fouled, normally you don't get the call, even if you did.
Man, I mean, if Donovan Mitchell had, 10 free throw attempts instead of 2. Well, it's a different looking game.
And I think you put it best because he does do the same things that SGA does. He does draw contact. That's his game. But his game has always been predicated on, I'm so good I go through it. Where Shea's game is, yeah, you're going to foul me. I'm going to get the free throws. But last night he made the shots too.
Oh, Shea?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Everything he threw up was going in. It was disgusting.
It's because he doesn't shoot in practice.
Doesn't practice it. No.
My gosh.
No, it's very, very difficult. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dr. Jacob Torres is a good friend of mine. When I first met him, it was a professional relationship. I walked in as a really heavy, fat guy. Back in 2016, I was as heavy as I'd ever been. Didn't think I'd ever feel better. My knees hurt all the time. I wasn't sleeping well. I had that brain fog, chasing sugar and caffeine highs as much as I could. The life a lot of us are living. I just didn't want to do it anymore. This is before semaglutides. This is before the pills and the shots. There was only one way to lose weight, and that was just to decide to do it and find the best way to go about it. And I did when I met Dr. Torres. I'm still doing the same things I did back then. I'm never going to change what I did, and I'm down 75 pounds. I live a life that I want to live. I eat the food I want to eat. I just know how to eat, when to eat, and what to eat. And that's the big change in my life. If it's time for you to lose weight, you don't want to commit to those pills or shots, call Dr. Torres today. Let him explain to you why he's been so successful with so many people just like you, just like me. It's easy to remember. His website is iffhealth.com. It is a great resource. But if it's time to lose weight, whether the doctors are telling you or you want to get that beach body, call the Institute for Functional Health today. I know you're going to thank me later.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit WindowNation.com now to book a consultation.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Yes, System of a Down.
Makes me nervous.
You don't have to be nervous, Rob. They're only on the radio.
Makes me nervous.
They're only on the radio. All right. Eagle fan, I'm interested how the Spurs respond. Mitch adjustments and his Fox is a legit playoff gamer. A lot of questions to be answered. A lot of questions to be answered tonight. And, not a lot of these guys who had not a lot of the Spurs have any playoff experience.
This is their first test.
Other than the Blazers, who also had no playoff experience.
This is a test. This is the first your first. It's not a midterm, but it's the first test of the semester. We'll see where we're going to find out exactly where we are.
All right, let's switch it over to football for a moment. And the Dallas Cowboys, they're all over the place these days. The Cowboys,
they're writing checks.
Yeah, Steven was on Mad Dog Radio. Mad Dog, the Mad Dog. Let me see if I can pull up this audio here from Steven talking about First of all, I'm surprised that he's still addressing this, but I'm glad that he is. Thoughts on the Micah trade now that it's a year in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, we feel really good about it. Obviously,
Liar.
much respect for Micah and what he stands for and how he plays and the caliber of player he is. But, at the same time, we feel good about what we've added, via that trade. And you look at a guy like Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, they're alpha players who not only are great players on the field, but they're leaders in the meeting rooms, how they go about their business in the off season, just bring great leadership to this team. As we mentioned, we add a guy like Caleb Downs, who's obviously the same type of character, he's going to make everybody around him great. Everybody's going to feed off of him. And then the pieces that we've added the last couple of years, we're fired up about Ezaraku, who was a second-round pick for us last year, who I think it's all in front of. I just feel very optimistic that we have the right pieces in place to go out and, that ultimately, the decision we made was, that one player is not worth, 4 or 5 good ones. And we feel like that's where we're going to end up here and in a good spot. And, we had that opportunity there and didn't feel like we were one player away last year. But I certainly feel like we're putting the pieces together, to give us an opportunity to go do what our fans deserve, what we want, which is to go try and win the big trophy.
Yeah. Ooh. The fact that after we traded him, we had to fire our defensive coordinator, bring in another one, and spend an entire draft, drafting defensive guys. The fact that we had to do all that, I'm still feeling pretty good about the trade.
Yeah. The fact that, revisionist history is a hell of a thing because now, Steven, the second name he mentioned was Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams wasn't involved in that trade.
No, but we got him.
The things we got back in that trade, Quentin Williams.
That's a different deal.
No.
But keep in mind, everything we're talking about, from the draft to every other free agent, is all in reaction to the deal you made. So, yeah, you can feel good about it now, but think about the manpower and the effort that have gone in to fill that void over the last 18. 12 months. I mean,
and you still don't know if it works.
We still a new coach. How many defensive guys did we draft and trade for in free agent over the last year? All in reaction to one dude. So, yeah, we can look back and we know that he's going to be limping around for a little bit. And we felt a whole lot better about that trade on December the 15th than we did on September the 9th or whatever the day we made that deal was. But, in hindsight, now that he's got a torn knee, we're feeling pretty good about the deal.
Yeah. I mean, we got rid of it. It was damaged goods.
We had the worst defense in NFL history, just about. Certainly the worst we've ever had, but we're feeling pretty good about where we are.
Yeah. We're starting to put some pieces together.
Yeah, man. We gave Kyler Murray, who else had a career day against
Bro, by the way,
us?
Kenny Clark was there last year.
Yeah, and he was there, and that didn't help.
He sucked.
And we had, how much money did we make other quarterbacks last year? Seemed like every quarterback we had their career year. So, yeah, we're feeling pretty good about the deal, though.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe they're proven right long term.
It can't get worse. I mean,
what I don't believe is, one thing he said that I don't believe in is, giving up that four good players aren't worth one great player. I disagree with that. I mean, because I think if you can find replacement level guys to go behind that great player, that makes them look really good.
Quantity never outweighs quality. Never. In fantasy football and professional sports, quantity never outweighs quality. Ever.
Yeah. All right, we got we're halfway there on a hump day, Rob. We've made it. Halfway on a hump day. I've got an anonymous player poll coming up on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have this trouble spot downtown at 35 southbound St. Mary's, Camden, accident center median. On Rittiman westbound at Gibbs Sprawl, that stalled 18-wheeler is still taking up 2 right lanes. They're having a heck of a time getting it out of there. There is a heavy-duty wrecker on scene. In the clearing stage is this road work at 35 northbound at Pat Booker Road. And a stall at 281 southbound Hildebrand off to the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at TrueGreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products.
But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Spurs get back at it tonight. Timberwolves in town. Tip set for 8:30. Good news. Game will be on ESPN, not some random channel. Carter Bryant remains questionable for the Spurs. Timberwolves have Sanumu and Edwards also listed as questionable.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8 o'clock on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning to you. All right. I love anonymous player polls. I love them. It's they spill the dirt. These NBA guys are so sensitive about what other people think of them, what their perception is. The anonymous player poll lets people give it to you raw. I like that.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, some of it, it's like the opinions are so differing.
Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes I like. How can two players of equal stature look at this same thing and see something so completely different?
Okay, let me ask you this: who do you think? And by the way, how many people got named in this? 89 players received a vote for this out of 151 votes cast. Who is the league's most underrated player?
I haven't seen the list. I mean,
any player in the league.
I would say, in my mind, it's an old dude. After I watched Drew Holiday play, that guy never gets the credit and is always on a great team.
Drew Holiday was one of the people who got 3.3% of the vote, which is tied for the second most votes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because if you got one vote, you got 1.3%. 2 votes was 2%. 3 was 2.6. 4 was 3.3. And 2 players got 5 votes. 5 votes for 2 players. So
I probably think they're probably rated exactly as they should, but players.
I'll give you the names of the other guys who got the 4 votes. Austin Reeves got 4 votes. After last night, he might not be as
but I get it.
Down. Peyton Pritchard.
That was going to be my next guess. But he's gotten his flowers. It's not like people haven't noticed. He's been 6th Man of the Year candidate, or he was 6th Man of the Year, wasn't he? Last year,
might have been last year.
I mean, he's gotten his flowers, but certainly, he can play.
Jaylen Brown,
underrated. How?
I don't know. 4 out of the 151 thought so.
By pay,
not by pay. No.
By reputation, he's not. Okay, I get it because Tatum's there, but I don't certainly look at him as underrated. I give him every bit of respect. I think he's great.
I mean, to be fair, there's some guys on this list, and now these guys only got 2 votes each, but like Cade Cunningham got 2 votes, Kawhi Leonard got 2 votes, Donovan Mitchell got 2 votes, and we talked about it maybe a month ago. There's a case to be made for Kawhi Leonard being underrated at this point in his career.
The roller coaster he's been on, I don't argue with that.
So, I get it's all about your perception on things.
But these are all great basketball players, every one of those guys. So, no, I understand ballers, the guys that appreciate game inside the game.
2 guys that got 5 votes. One of them, Derek White.
All right.
Derek White feel underrated to you? I don't know if he is at this point in his career.
I know exactly who Derek White is, but I think as San Antonio fan, I think we're a little blurred because he played for us. I watched him play, and I know what he brought. We got talent back for him. So, yeah, I guess so. I don't think I just didn't think a lot of players around the NBA went, wow, that Derek White, that guy. Ooh.
Yeah.
But more power to him.
The other leader, Jalen Johnson.
Surprising.
He's a name that doesn't get talked about much.
And there's a reason why half the NBA tried to trade for him, and the Hawks traded away Trey. I mean, the guy can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most overrated player. 81 votes cast here. I'll give you some of the names that got just a handful of votes. Only one vote for Domantas Sabonis. One vote for Evan Mobley, one vote for Tyler Hero, one vote for Tyrese Halliburton, one vote for Dylan Brooks. Some of these are weird. 2 votes for Luka.
What?
2 votes for Pascal Siakam. 2 votes for Deni Avdija. The 3-vote guys, there's only 2 of them. Ja Morant.
Well, that'd be one I'd put on my list. Karl Anthony Towns would be another guy I'd put on my
Paolo
list.
Banchero was the other guy who got 3. Karl Anthony Towns got 4 votes.
Yeah, okay.
So he is up there. There's 3 guys ahead of him. I'll give you a hint.
Well, I got to go who's getting overpaid. I think that's the only way you can judge this, right? I hate to say it, is big man from Houston on this list?
Top of the list.
Really?
Alperen Şengün, number 1 on the list. 12.3% of the votes for Alperen Şengün.
That's one of those things that I find very insightful because I don't see that.
I don't either. I think he's very good. The other 2 guys both got 8.6%. Trae Young and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, well, but we know who those guys are.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Now 3 years ago, that's an appropriate. But I know exactly. I don't think Rudy is over or underrated. He is Rudy Gobert. He'll block shots and stand around on offense. And Trae Young, he won't do anything on defense and just keeps jacking it up. I don't think they're overrated. They're exactly who we think they are.
All right. They asked the guys, which current coach, aside from your own, do you find the most impressive?
Guys that do the most with the least.
Or I think it's more like who would you want to play for? Like who do you think, man, this guy's a good coach?
Well, Oklahoma City starts. Daigneault.
Daigneault is second on the list.
Spoelstra is always going to be on my list.
Fourth on the list.
Let's find a random one. How about Atkinson? How's Kenny Atkinson on this list?
Way down at the bottom.
Down there.
He got 1 vote.
And without my own. Those were the 2 that if I had my choice, I would like to go play for those guys.
The leader in the clubhouse getting almost 18% of the votes.
I'm gonna put Redick up there too.
He's just under 5% of the votes.
I like the way he coaches.
Joe Mazzulla, just under 18% of the votes.
Mazzulla's kind of like a really good referee. As long as we don't talk about him, things are going great.
Things are going great. Daigneault, just under 16%. JB Bickerstaff, 11%. Spoelstra, 9%. Jordan Ott, 6.8%.
Really? Good for him.
And Mitch Johnson, 6.2%. Came in 6th on the list. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Which current coach, aside from your own, do you find the least impressive?
Ime Udoka.
Received 2 votes. 2 votes. Received 3 votes.
He's first on my list. I put him up there. Secondly, and all evidence to the contrary, Mike Brown. It seems like no matter where this guy goes, bad things seem to follow. But right now, things are going great in New York, so I'll have to eat those words. But
Mike Brown got 4 votes. This is 100 people cast votes. I'll give you the top 5. Actually, there's a tie for 5th. Billy Donovan and Nick Nurse both got 5%.
Wow.
Steve Kerr got 6%.
Wow. Sour grapes.
Doug Christie got 10%.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers, 14%.
So we can still talk about him, though. I think he's done. I think he's finally done. But yeah, he's
22%.
Oh gosh, who is it?
Brian Keefe, coach of the Wizards.
Now, he's another one of those Stanford grads that has just been around. Never a great pro, but seems to have been on program like Mitch. But Mitch just happened to land in a better place. But Brian Keefe.
So this is some of the comments about Brian Keefe. I don't even know who's coaching the Wizards, but whoever coaches the Wizards. That was one respondent said that. One guy said the night that they let Bam score 83 points,
boom,
they all should have been out of the league for that.
Well
Every
said.
one of them.
At that moment, I've lost all respect.
That's pretty wild.
Brian Keefe, congratulations.
All right. Finally, this is a tough one. They asked, there was 151 votes cast. Who is the league's best defensive player? So now, you can guess who number one is.
Yeah, I can't imagine why it wouldn't be unanimous.
But here's the question: what percent
of
the vote do you think he got?
Who doesn't vote for Wemby? I'm just trying to figure out who would. I'd say 90%, 95%.
41.1%.
That's it.
Well, the next closest guy got 4.6%.
I can't imagine who comes to mind other than Wemby.
I guess because if you and almost all of the guys listed are guards,
are on-ball defenders.
Yeah. So it's all a matter of what do you think makes a great defender?
No, I'll take that argument, but
because we would probably agree the next best defensive big man is like a Chet Holmgren or a Rudy Gobert or Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
None of those guys got Rudy Gobert got 2% of the vote. So it's a wide gap.
Now I have very recent experience with this, and I hope this kid is on the list. Number 3 from Minnesota,
Jaden McDaniels.
He better be on the list, man. He is as good an on-ball defender as there is in the NBA.
4% of the votes.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to have to go. De'Aaron's going to have nightmares about him.
So there are 4 guys who got 4%.
I hope Steph got a vote.
Jaden McDaniels. Steph got 1.3%. So he got 2 votes.
His status is growing consistently.
Yes, he got 2 votes, the same as Evan Mobley, who won. He was Defensive Player of the Year last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So that's pretty. That's
respect.
Yeah. The guys who got 4%: Jaden McDaniels, Scotty Barnes, Asar Thompson.
Oh yeah.
Cason Wallace.
All of them. Oh, all of them. Yeah. Every one of them deserves to be on that list.
Only 2 guys got more than that, besides Wemby. They both got 4.6% of the vote. Chris Dunn and Kawhi Leonard.
Well, no, that makes sense. But you know what? I would have said last year that's all off reputation and not output. But this year, Kawhi did it. I mean, he was a one-man team there for half the season. So, no, respect. Give it.
Yeah.
Good. But Chris Dunn, okay.
Dude, Chris Dunn in college was like the best defender. He was so good.
I couldn't even tell you what team he's on.
He's on the Clippers.
He's on the Clippers. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a one-trick pony, but it's a pretty good trick.
I hope that, you know what? That's the kind of pull that makes you money. You know
I think so too.
If I'm his agent, I'm sending that to every general manager.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think they could have done more besides overrated, underrated. I would have loved to see who's the best. Who do they think the best offensive player is?
It's funny in this league now. You have to be so good at so many different things. You can't be just a single dude. You can't just be a defensive stopper. You can't just be that thing. You got to be several things. And when you have several things, the usual suspects are going to be consistently talked about. Because I remember the day when you'd go, who's the baller's baller? Who's the guy that the NBA, and they always bring up like Michael Beasley. And you're like, Michael Beasley? I mean, yeah he's a bucket, but in the league, everybody loved him, but he was a one-trick pony. You can't just be that anymore.
Well, I think when you see, when you look at the most overrated players, and the 2 guys who were tied for second, Rudy Gobert,
one-trick pony.
Mm-hmm. Trae Young, one-trick pony. Just opposite ends of the spectrum.
You just have to have more in your bag now than you used to.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, it's the fact that Luka got votes as overrated, that tells you that the people who voted for him value defense more than.
And I get that, but anybody you would never say that openly, That's the great thing about these secret ballot.
Also getting votes, Evan Mobley, who we just talked about, Defensive Player of the Year. They're like, yeah, but what else is he doing for me?
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. You're right. The league has changed that way, where specialists aren't as well regarded as they used to be.
Can't afford them.
So, all right, let's hit a break. First Rob's going to read to you. He's going to tell you what's going on. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I hope you didn't wake up this morning in pain, something that is literally keeping you out of your life. If you did, stop taking those over-the-counter pills. Stop resting when you should be working. Go get some help. Airrosti's waiting on you. They're all around San Antonio, and they have one mission, and that is to get you out of pain as fast as possible. And their success is, based in how they do it. This is not 2 pills and call me later. Let's not give you an x-ray and put a bandage on it and hope it works. This is fixing the problem. When you walk into an Airrosti provider, they're going to give you a full evaluation. They're going to find out hands-on what's hurting and why it's hurting, and they fix the problem. And amazingly enough, it works. They get you out of pain quicker than you can imagine. On average, under 4 visits gets their patient back in the game. I got even better news for you. They accept most insurances, and here's even better news. You don't need a referral. You can walk in today. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website, that's easy as well. That's Airrosti.com. Go there for a map. Listen to me. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Airrosti today. Let them fix you when they do. Go on by. Thank me later.
It's time to spring into deals at Lowe's. Freshen up your yard with Stay Green Premium 2 cubic foot mulch. 5 bags for $10. Then get what you need to keep clothes, food, and dishes fresh with up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on select laundry pairs. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com. Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Gonna hate, baby. I'm just gonna shake. Shake it off. Yeah, Vic. You're bringing the heat this morning, baby. I'm just gonna shake.
This is heat, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This is heat, huh?
I mean, you seen the record sales for this? This is the heat, Rob.
This is heat, huh?
I'm going to do what you do. This is what you had to listen to if you wanted to get laid back in the day, back in my day.
Kind of. No, I get it. I'm not fighting you.
That's why you listened to Duran.
I did it.
We all did.
That's right. I did it. It was the makeup that was disconcerting.
Yes. All right.
All right, here we go.
Did you see that Mark Cuban came out and said that he's the one who paid for Fernando Mendoza to be at Indiana?
I knew that he was a significant investor. I'd read about the Indiana pool of money that they'd gone and reached out to him last summer and said, hey, if you want a great quarterback, we really need your cash. So I didn't know he was solely responsible for paying for him for a year. Good for him.
Wild, man. Good business decision.
If as an alumni of a school, you have the wherewithal to go help, it's probably a pretty good feeling, dude. You just went and bought a title for your school.
How's Diego doing?
Dude, that was Johnny's. I wonder how much of that was Johnny's money.
If you could give 10% of your net worth, like you would be worth 10% less going forward.
Well, I'd have to have, if I gave 10% of my net worth right now, I might get a third string linebacker. But if I had,
I'm saying,
you know what I mean? If I had the wherewithal,
if you could give it, and it would win the Aggies a national title.
If I could be like, what's his name up in Lubbock, the billionaire who just said, guess what? I'm taking this. I would do it in a second.
But imagine
I would go broke doing it.
So imagine you give this 10%, but you'd never be able to recover it.
I know
you're giving it. It's a gift.
It's a gift. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Would you really?
A second.
Wow.
Oh, absolutely.
Vic, you wouldn't. Yeah, I don't care enough.
I mean, I'd have to have my boat and my car and everything else. But if I had the money and it was either,
10% of what you're worth now is what I'm asking.
No, I wouldn't help.
But I'm saying if it could, if you could say,
no,
okay,
I'm not going to go to the point of extraordinary pain, but I would go to the point of pretty damn close. There might be a grandkid that might not get some money.
Okay.
Or great grandkid maybe. But if I had the wherewithal to take care of everybody else and still go get myself a ring, dude, I'm all in.
You're cut off.
You can bring the grandkids and show what Grandpappy did back in the day.
Yeah.
Bought him a title.
His name's on the
Dude,
stadium.
I'd have a bench. It'd be the Rob Thompson sweaty bench or whatever it would be. Dude, I'd do it in a second.
The Kyle Thompson field.
I'm telling you, I know that's but having gone through what I've gone through for as long as I've gone through it, dude, it's worth the money. No doubt in my mind.
Did you see what Boise State did?
I know that they've there's been a couple of schools that have just sold everything off, but
Boise State,
Utah did it first, I think,
is selling off their field.
Mm-hmm.
And there's having a piece of your team, and I've seen people who have a little pouch of dirt from Fenway Park or something like that.
So do I get a blue carpet?
So they had an auction with the school is tearing up the blue turf at Albertson Stadium, and they are selling off pieces of blue turf in all shapes and sizes. CollectBSU.com capped off its first blue turf drop. They sold a 400 square foot sheet of playing surface, which is going to be professionally installed in the winner's home, for $25,000 via auction yesterday.
That actually didn't sound like that much to me.
$25,000 for a room of blue carpet that dudes have
spit on and threw up on.
Sweat.
That makes it's like game worn. It makes it even more valuable.
I bet you it stinks.
Oh, I bet it does. A 6x12 foot 40-yard line turf marker, which signified the 40th anniversary of the program's implementation of the blue turf, sold for $4,000. The 6 foot by 4 foot 2 in the 20-yard line also sold for $2,000. You can get they said now basically they're saying, hey, in order to have success in the new Pac-12.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Texas State, Pac-12 in San Marcos, the Conference of Champions. He says it's my job to invest in our program and make sure we've got the resources to go into this thing. So they're selling off their field.
I get it. I do. I absolutely understand it.
They said we know every 7 to 9 years we're going to have to change out the blue turf. We know the blue has power, so why not make some money off of it?
Right now, there is no squeeze that is not worth the juice. You've got to find every penny you can. That is the war chest. Without it, you cannot exist.
You can buy a $40 6x4-inch swatch.
I'd be in for of course.
Oh, yeah.
Have some blue field.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
And you can get a ring made for $300 that will have a piece of the turf inside the ring.
I'm not that far in, but I guess if I was a Boise, what are they, Broncos? What do they call them?
The Broncos,
Yeah, if I was a Bronco, I might consider
Hey,
it.
so if the Spurs build a new stadium,
I'll buy a seat.
Will you buy
Yeah.
part of
One
the
of the
floor?
seats?
Yeah, or actually one of the part of
they'll
the
ever
floor.
sell
The floor, the floor they can move.
Yeah.
Like,
But what if they have a new floor and they're going to get
I
rid
would
of that
buy
one?
it in a second.
Right? I'd buy a square.
I would love to have. I have a friend that actually bought one of the when they closed down the sky rides at the zoo. He bought one of the sky rides.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'd love one of
man.
those.
I'd love to have one of those. So
I got a piece of the St. Gerard gym floor before they remodel it. I still have it.
So I'm all about that.
I get
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Piece of history.
Yeah, man.
Would you want one of the seats?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'd want
absolutely.
one. Yeah.
I saw some.
I want a nosebleed seat.
I mean, I know some people who have the seats from the Astrodome.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, now they're like, what do you do with them
Well,
once they
it
get
ends up in the
old
garage
and crusty
with everything else. But it's nice to for a
has
minute.
like Led Zeppelin scraped in there somewhere.
Yeah. And it's cool to have for a minute. Then it just becomes something that's behind something else.
Yeah.
unless you build a shrine.
Yeah, here, move the boxes. There's a seat.
Oh, what's that? Oh, you know what that is?
Yeah.
That was a silent auction. I had a little bit too much to drink. I ended up spending $1,500 on that.
But you pay $25,000 to get a carpet installation at your house. That's a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're buying a whole room of carpet,
that's a flex.
more power to you.
That's
It's a blue flex.
You got
It
a wife
is.
that is colorblind.
Oh,
no,
man.
that's not blue.
Right, it's purple.
That's white. I don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah, this is very classy.
Blue.
Very classy. All right. Let's do it. When we come back, we'll do the double dong challenge. We got to get that thing in the books, and we'll talk to Dr. Jason Garrett coming up as well. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, the Institute for Functional Health opened their doors a long time ago with the intent of having their patients functionally healthy. And I want you to consider what functionally healthy is. Have you ever been told by the doctor, hey, man, the numbers look fine, and you just don't? You don't feel fine? You don't feel good? The functional health matters, especially when you're trying to lose weight. You know, before the GLP-1s, the semaglutides, and all that revolution and everything that goes along with it, the cost specifically and all the side effects, there was one way to lose weight. Take in fewer calories than you put in. That was the way it was, and how you managed that was the secret. And Dr. Torres cracked the code a long time ago. You don't need shots. You do not need pills to lose weight. You can do it effectively and change your life just like anything else with the help that Dr. Torres provides. So if you've decided to lose weight, you don't want to commit to long-term pills and shots. You just want to be able to lose weight and keep it off and understand your relationship with food. Call Dr. Torres today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. Listen to me. I am living proof. What he does, how he does it, works. Call him today. Change your life. Come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still dealing with this accident downtown at 35 southbound St. Mary's. It's blocking the center median plus the left lane as you head to the lower level. So expect some stop and go. Still have that stalled 18-wheeler at Rittiman westbound right at Gibbs Sprawl. Still have 2 lanes blocked. And this road work at 35 northbound Tad Booker Road, they are in the process of picking up all those construction cones. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
At Target, finding something for every kind of mom and every side of mom just got easier. Does she love fashion? Take 20% off select women's clothing and accessories and find a dress she'll love to wear. Is she into the outdoors? Freshen up her favorite spot with up to 40% off planters, pillows, and poofs. Or keep it classic, fresh tulips for just $12 and a Dossier fragrance trio for $32. Whatever mom is into, we've got it. Celebrate mom her way, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall.
Getting ready for Game 2. What will be the keys for the Spurs to get this series even at 1?
And we'll talk a little Dallas Cowboys football with our good friend RJ Ochoa.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The second round of the NBA playoffs began last night for the Pistons and Cavaliers, and the Pistons came out triumphant, 111-101. Tobias Harris had 20 to help out Cade Cunningham, who had 23. Oklahoma City took care of the Lakers. It was pretty easy, 108-90. SGA had 18. His lowest output since Western Conference Finals of last year. Didn't matter.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, San Antonio, it is time. Oh, you see how I hit that post, Vic?
Yeah.
Nice. Vic appreciates my skills.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the Buyer's Barricade guest lines. You know him, you love him. From Airrosti, Dr. Jason Garrett. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Hey, I've got a good injury for you guys today for me to discuss.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right. Well, I was in a competition this weekend doing a 1-rep bench press, and I ruptured my pec tendon. So now I have one giant pec. Yeah.
Oh, no. So what is involved with a pec rupture? What happened? Something ripped off the bone?
Yeah, so I was lowering the bar. So I started off with the first lift, which felt super easy. It was like 325. The second one was 345, and it kind of slipped and it came down too fast. And as soon as it caught to the bottom and I pushed back up, that rapid change of direction just overpowered the tendon. It was probably more like over 500 pounds of force because of the speed. And it literally just ripped off, and then they had to dump the weight left, dump the weight right, and then pick the bar up off my chest. It was instantaneous. Yeah, it hurt a little bit.
A little bit?
Is it purple?
A little bit. Yeah, my entire bicep and tricep are purple, and my pec is purple.
So did the muscle roll up? Does it like a bicep when it tears? Did it roll up into a ball?
Yeah, it's so not into a ball, but basically like all the muscle. So I'm a like shoulder dominant chest person, so a lot of my chest muscles up in my shoulder that kind of balled up, and so now I've got one. It looks like I have like a C or D cup breast on my left side.
So what do you So Doc, heal thyself. So what do you got to do now? What's the process to get yourself back in the game?
Well, Friday morning at 6:30, I go in and have surgery for them to surgically repair it.
All right,
No
man. All right.
So what does this do what do you think this does for your competitive future?
Well, I'm looking at it in a way that I've got some other things I needed to work on anyway, some other little tendinopathies, and I can get better at some other things. So I've got 6 to 9 months while I'm recovering from this to really get better at, various other things, and lower body stuff and some stuff like that. So I'm looking at an opportunity to become a better athlete.
That's a glass half full approach. Thanks, Doc.
Why aren't you giving him grief?
He didn't go to work to get punched in the face. He didn't go he didn't pay extra money to go kick and get hits.
All right, try to hit me.
He's bettering his body through effort and exercise.
Well, that's what I'm doing also.
Well, you're kicking and getting kicked in the face.
Doc, I broke my toenail in half and folded it over on my big toe. I kicked somebody in the elbow and it broke my toenail in half. Is this just a pain tolerance? It took me 3 minutes to get my sock on this morning. Is this going to be just a pain tolerance, or what can I do? Just wrap it up? What's the move?
Yeah, did you break it off? Like pull it off the?
No,
the
I
nail
haven't
itself?
yet. I haven't done it yet. I
It's
don't have the
pretty
balls for
gruesome.
that.
It's gonna happen.
Is it black and blue?
It
Is
will
it purple
be.
underneath the nail?
I don't know what it is now. Last night when I first got the blood off, once I washed it off real good, there was no bruising or swelling yet.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it this morning, so I don't know.
Needle nose and
Yeah.
pull it.
I mean, more than likely that nail might die and you have to pull it off. If he gets a big pool of blood under it,
You got to drill into
it doesn't really hurt that much, but it feels so much better if you can get someone to drain it. Yeah, they use this little pen that gets like 5,000 degrees and just touches it.
Or
it doesn't really hurt, and then the blood pushes out.
it
real
hurts
quick.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a regular lighter and light up a
I'll do
little
it for
pin.
you. I'll do it for you.
All right, yeah. I'll take you guys'
You don't
advice
have to
over
worry
the
about it.
doctor.
Yeah, we got you covered.
I'll just take the deductible.
All right, Doc, we got to talk about Jason Tatum. He missed a game this weekend. He had come all the way back from Achilles injury, and he played all these games until Game 7. And then he decided, man, I can't play because my knee is stiff. This sounds like a bitchy McBitcherson move to me, but you tell me if would every other day thing on a recovered Achilles, would that lead to knee stiffness? And is it the kind of stuff that you could imagine an athlete of his caliber missing out on a Game 7 for?
I mean, the only way you're missing a Game 7 is if unless you have some mental health problems or you're just a sissy. There's no way you're missing it unless there's a significant tear, a lot of swelling. Because at that level, even if you go out and you tear your ACL or do something, you're going to come back. You're making hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's not that's what you need to do. If you're an athlete in the 80s, 90s, the Jordan era, there's no possible way he wouldn't have played unless there was something so significant that it was just like you couldn't push off on it. Guys back then played limping with one leg all the time.
Talking about coming back with one leg. Now, we saw what Anthony Edwards did. He came off quicker than expected and is on a minutes restriction. And certainly we expect a continued play. Now, I'm curious about the grind of every other game, dealing with the hyperextension and the bruise. What is he going through over the 48 hours between to keep him, just at even? Because I would expect to degrade as we have to go back to work every other day. So how are they keeping him in shape to where he can offer whatever his playing limit is?
Yeah, assuming there wasn't any structural damage and it was just a hyperextension and a bone bruise, that's just a pain tolerance thing. So you're probably not going to make it much worse unless you hyperextend again. So I wouldn't expect – he played pretty well. He looked pretty explosive. So unfortunately, I'd probably expect him to play at a high level through the rest of the series. Hopefully it'll get sore. I don't want to get injured, but it'd be nice if he wasn't playing against us.
Now, is this something that do you think, going out there and banging it around is going to lessen him, or do you think he just – being out there tells you he's already kind of through the worst of it and we should only see him get better throughout?
Yeah, he'll probably get better throughout, unfortunately, because once you trust your knee and you've been able to play in a game, your mind is really going to take over. Adrenaline's going to kick in. And unless there's a structural issue that we don't know about that they're not reporting on, I don't see this holding him back. I only see him getting more confident.
That's not the best news possible. Carter Bryant's got a bad foot. We haven't seen much of him. It would certainly be nice to have him. What do you do to get back?
just a bad foot. I mean, depends what it is. If it's plantar fasciitis, if there's a sprain in the metatarsals, you're not getting back from that real quickly. If it's plantar fasciitis, there's a lot of ways to fix that. I mean, you can get aggressive on it. You can come back really fast. It all depends on what part of the foot is actually hurting.
Detroit Tigers, without Tarek Skubal, at least for a little while, he's going to undergo surgery to remove loose bodies in his left elbow. Like, so when you hear elbow surgery for a left-handed pitcher, you go, oh, my God, it's Tommy John. It's dreadful, blah, blah, blah. This isn't that. They're saying this type of procedure typically requires 2 to 3 months of recovery, so he should be back before the season's in. So is this as simple as like going in, cleaning some stuff up, and then however long it takes him to get his arm back into throwing shape? Is it that kind of a surgery? Is there anything structural that we're looking at here?
Yeah, it's a little different than the knee. So when you have loose bodies in your knee, it's usually, pieces of cartilage that have broken off. You can go in there like joint mice, pull those out, and you're pretty much back to normal within a month or so. The elbow's a little more delicate, and you don't have cartilage like that in there. So usually there can be little bone chips, or there can be some other calcifications. They go and remove those. They're usually attached to other structures like ligaments and tendons, which is why, if they're very careful and they go around and they get as much as they can, they're still going to damage some of those other structures, which takes a good couple months to heal and then come back from it. You've got to get back to throwing really hard. So 2 months is not just 2 months. It's 2 months plus additional game throwing speed.
Would he have done this now if he wasn't going to be a free agent in the summer?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably a better question for his agent. I mean, it depends on how much pain he's having. Yeah.
I'm just curious. Will this kind of surgery affect his free agency? I mean, is there worry that he won't be what he was, or is this just get it out of there and he'll be exactly what he was?
There's always that concern. I mean, if you're going into free agency and you're performing at a high level but you have a lot of pain, they almost always hide that until they get their new contract. You don't want to have surgery, because anytime you do have surgery, it puts a lot of doubt in a team that's going to give you a lot of money, because one surgery usually leads to other things, and it doesn't always. Sometimes you make a full recovery, but usually then your shoulder starts hurting or the elbow gets worse again because you have to compensate. And once you cut on somebody once, you're more likely to continue to degrade over time.
Doc, this morning we were having a discussion about Aerosmith and Steven Tyler's health, and we talked about he's got chronic foot pain. It's something called Morton's neuroma. Can you explain that to us?
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, so there's a little nerve that runs between the toes in your feet, so right where it kind of attaches to your foot, so it's called a metatarsal phalangeal area, and there's a nerve that gets between your feet, gets really inflamed, and it swells, and a lot of times it causes excruciating pain when you're walking. You can treat it. About 50% of the time you don't need surgery, but when you do, they just literally make an incision, go in, they cut out the nerve overgrowth, basically what it is, and then you rehab it, and usually you feel pretty better. A lot of times, though, it does come back because whatever biomechanical issue you had with your feet is going to keep causing that to rub together. So sometimes the procedure has to be repeated a few times until you just finally learn to live with it.
Oh, well, that's what Steven Tyler's
wearing
having to
high
do,
heels
I guess,
all
just
these
having to live with it.
Wearing all those pointy shoes.
Well, listen.
Yeah, for sure.
We're rocker through and through, Rob. Don't be a hater. All right, that is Dr. Jason Garrett from Airrosti. Doc, appreciate the time as always, and we'll do it again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Doc.
Right, there you go.
Feel better.
Dr. Garrett, and he and all our guests appear via the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Sounds like a horrific injury.
Dude, you have to learn how to tie your shoes with one hand or get some
That
Velcro.
sucks.
I know. Slip-on shoes for 6 months. Man, this sucks. Anybody who's ever had to deal with any kind of foot injury or pain or any kind of injury that takes away mobility or use.
Well,
dude,
I was talking about Dr. Garrett's injury.
Well, I'm just talking about his. You lose one part of your body. The makeup is just because now he can't sleep on his side. Every time he rolls over, he can't tie his shoes.
I have to sleep on my side. Even when I'm in the hospital, I'm like moving all the IVs. Like, nope, sleeping on the side.
You're just stuck.
They ain't gonna do it.
And I've seen some of these injuries where the muscle rolls up, like it just balls up.
Yeah.
So I look like I got a B cup already. I can't imagine what would happen to me.
I know that hurts.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, Rob, if yours get any bigger, we're gonna have to put a glass wall between us.
No kidding, man. Have to go get a man's ear.
I know you're gonna
move the mic. Get bigger. What?
Yeah,
Look at the size of this thing.
I'm gonna get fired for sexual harassment
if I go home and look in the mirror and play with this.
If Rob's jugs get any bigger, I'm gonna be out of here.
What, man?
Be in trouble.
What happened? I ruptured something, but look how good it looks.
Yeah,
it looks fantastic.
Awesome.
Can you rupture the other one to match it, Doc?
I like the way it's slowly turning green.
Yes. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back, play the Double Dong Challenge. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
No energy, no sex drive? Go to Synergenics. 1 in 4 men has low T. 80% of women experience hormonal imbalance. Book a free T test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to you. Women's hormone testing is $200 off. Book your appointment at feelgreatlookgreat.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Estimate based on your neighborhood average and individual results may vary.
When I saw how high my property tax bill was, I was shocked. We couldn't afford this. But I discovered Ownwell. Ownwell reduced my property taxes and saved me over $1,000.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be protested and they can be reduced. But instead of filing protests yourself and very possibly losing your appeal, Ownwell does it all for you. And we give you the best chance to win and save big. Ownwell has reduced property taxes for hundreds of thousands of Texans and put money back in their pocket, and you can be one of them. And unlike other companies that take half of whatever you save, Ownwell charges just 25%, and that's only if you save.
Now I don't worry about my property taxes. Ownwell reduces it every year.
Sign up now for free. Don't pay unless you save. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000.
Come get ready for Mother's Day at JCPenney. Find the perfect gifts and exactly what you are and aren't looking for. A chic handbag you know she'll love and a clutch for you too. A silver necklace that's just her color and earrings you've had your eye on. Because if a few extras end up in your cart, well, you are getting an extra 20% off with coupon. This mall haul will totally get mom's approval. Yes, JCPenney. Valid 5/4 through 5/10 while they last. Exclusions apply.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
I just wanted a little entertainment. I wasn't mad at it. And everybody made a big deal out of it. It's like, okay, give the guy a break. All right, what is Kraft? Is he as old as Jerry? See the difference, and I don't know if Robert Kraft's what his wife is like, or
well, she passed.
Well, there you go.
And
she's no threat.
Yeah, but I think
Jerry'd get his ass kicked by his wife.
But I think he's got a new lady in his life.
Kraft's doing way better. His girlfriend's 52.
52, and
52.
he's 84.
Is she Asian? I'm just asking.
She's blonde.
Okay. Maybe he married the woman at the massage parlor.
No, that's the hired help.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yow! Wow! Wow! Good morning. Hey, I didn't know this was coming. Jaylen Brown. Odds popped up today after Jaylen Brown went on a Twitch rant.
It cost him $50,000, man.
Oh, yeah. Dumbass.
And now the thought is suddenly Jaylen Brown might not be back with the Celtics.
He's gone. And he needs to be gone. It's for the good of everybody.
Odds up from betonline.ag. Will Jaylen Brown return to the Boston Celtics? Yes is minus 250. No is plus 170, which that's an implied odds of about 71.5% saying that he'll be back with the Celtics. But that's still damn near a 30% chance that he won't be.
I'd call. I mean, you don't get exited like that without having to examine yourself. And certainly didn't help that Tatum would play. But I think they've come to a time where I don't care which one you keep one of them, but let the other one go. And it looks like Tatum is the guy that
they're in love with him. I don't know why.
So keep him.
I think Jaylen Brown's better than Jason Tatum.
There's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. They're good at different things. But I like Jaylen Brown's ferocity far more than I like Tatum's skill. So I would take Jaylen Brown, but I certainly appreciate what Tatum's capable of. But I think this has run its course, and it's not so much about exiting the two. It's about the talent that you can bring in to augment your problem. And if you can make a deal to go get Giannis, I don't see why you don't do that. You need a dominating big. You're going to need one, and you don't have one. And you're going to have to find a way to get one, and you've got a way to do that with Jaylen Brown's exit.
Odds courtesy of BetOnline for Jaylen Brown's next team, if not the Celtics. At 2-1, the favorite?
Got to be Milwaukee, right?
The Atlanta Hawks.
Well,
his hometown team.
And they've got dudes to send, so it would make some sense. Now, I'm not sure if it went to Milwaukee. It's not talent and draft picks, but I'm not sure what the draft picks they have to offer are going to be worth it. Then you got to match salary cap. I don't think they can do it.
Your second favorite is the New Orleans Pelicans at 4-1.
What, for Zion?
I don't know. Maybe. Your third favorite is the Milwaukee Bucks 6-1. Rockets 7-1, who are also dealing with a Kevin Durant departure, perhaps.
Well, I don't want Durant, but I would talk about some other guys if I'm Boston.
How old is Durant now?
It's 75.
Yeah, I thought he was 78.
No, he's like 38.
Yeah, something like that.
He's got a couple more years.
I mean,
left
he's
maybe 2 more. Right?
He's from the same draft class as Mike Conley.
Yeah, which was
07.
07, yeah.
The Miami Heat 8-1.
No.
Blazers 10-1.
Maybe.
Kings 12-1. And then Golden State and Orlando at 14-1. The Spurs are listed here, but they're all the way down at 45-1.
I would listen. I mean, doesn't mean I'd say yes, but I'd certainly talk.
I don't think you do. I mean,
the problem is I'd love to have him. I just can't afford him, and I like the guys I've got. But at some point, the Spurs are going to have to make a decision.
And I don't think that Jaylen Brown, if Jaylen Brown was 6 inches taller, it'd be a no-brainer. Jaylen Brown isn't what the Spurs need right now. Like, he's not the answer to the problems. That's why when I would hear discussions about, okay, would you trade some of this young core for Giannis? Yeah. First of all, Giannis feels like more of a guaranteed player than Jaylen Brown does. Like, I feel like you get Giannis, you've got one of the best players.
And he fills the need that they have more than other guys.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown doesn't fill that need. So, but he is apparently available.
And I think Boston might be getting a little tired.
It's possible.
I mean, he did everything he could this year. And even at the end, they couldn't win because Tatum couldn't play.
And somehow, when you do Celtics math, yeah, that's Jaylen Brown's fault.
Yeah.
That's the way they look at it, which is mind-blowing to me. All right, yesterday, Corey Seager went 0 for 4. Womp, womp. So no double dong winner. But the good news is they've got another chance today. The Rangers back in action against the New York Yankees. Nathan Eovaldi pitching for the Rangers. Will Warren going for the New York Yankees. So Will Warren, who has given up 4 home runs this year in 37 innings.
You got a chance.
You're saying there's a
Best
chance.
we've seen all year.
Can someone get to – this would be a real great time to pick if you could pick the other team. Oh, yeah, Aaron Judge. But no,
They're
not
the best
not,
team in baseball right now.
They've been pretty damn solid, man.
They are.
So double dong challenge. Can you find a Ranger to hit a home run? Okay, we'll give you some Rangers tickets. Can you find a Ranger that hits 2 home runs? We'll get you some upgraded seats, and we will get you a hotel up there.
Get a room.
Yeah, get a room where you can,
do what you want.
Do whatever you want within the
legal
limit. I think the room is going to be in our station's name.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't get caught.
Yeah,
well, yeah, but don't do crime in the room.
I wouldn't do crime. I'd
But
do some sins.
Yeah, do
I'd
sin.
commit a sin.
Do sex.
Yeah.
Dirty sex.
I'd do weird stuff.
But legal sex.
That didn't involve cleanup.
That's right. Caller number 5, 210-656-3776. You will be today's contestant on the Double Dong Challenge. We've got to make music for that. People hate the voice guy. Every time we send him something about double dong, he sends it back. He's like, I'm not reading this.
I think we should hold off until we get a winner.
That might be the move. That's not a bad call.
Once we get a winner, we're going to highly produce this.
Bump, bump,
Send this up to the suits.
No, you just got to tell them to voice something that says like Doubletree, and then send them like, do you remember the ding dongs you used to eat? And then I'll paste it together.
We'll just put it all together. But we get if somebody wins, then we might be able to get this thing sponsored. We can put something together.
Or maybe I'll just go dong.
Yeah, well,
the double challenge.
Something's got to happen. We're gonna have to break the code because today's got to be the day. We got to have somebody win.
Someone's got to.
Somebody's gonna have to get a room
Eventually. Someone's gonna have
somehow.
Or me and Rob will have to share that room, and I will be forced to tear Rob's pectoral muscle.
Talk about sins committed. Come home with one giant purple boob.
Yes. All right, friends. We've got 1 hour of programming left for you today. That's it. 1 hour. We need to take another look at the Spurs game tonight. Game 2, how important is it? Game 2 for the Sixers might be even more important. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still dealing with this accident downtown at 35 southbound St. Mary's. It's blocking the center median plus the left lane as you head to the lower level. So expect some stop and go. Still have that stalled 18-wheeler at Rittiman, westbound right at Gibbs Fall. Still have 2 lanes blocked. And this road work at 35 northbound Pat Booker Road, they are in the process of picking up all those construction cones. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Upgrade your truck without breaking the bank at NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Buy the Rough Country 3-panel hard-folding truck bed cover starting at $6.99. Get weather protection, added security, and durability for all of life's gear. A sleek upgrade custom look for just $6.99 is a quick install away. With NAW and Rough Country truck bed covers, skip the big box hassle. Shop local and get expert advice from NAW today. 3027 Culebra Road. Family operated, community driven since 1978.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or alawyerforus.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the major leagues of baseball, the Texas Rangers, well, they went down to the Yankees 7-4. Jake DeGrom took the loss, but the Astros took down the Dodgers 2-1 in the win. Peter Lambert gets the W. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are hosting veteran quarterback Adoree Jackson for a free agent visit. He was formerly of the Eagles. He had 55 tackles and an interception last year.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock on the Morning Huddle, 94.1. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you're just tuning in, you're a little late.
But better late than never. Just buy a better clock. Get an alarm.
You're a little late.
Congratulations to our double dong winner, Wookie, world champ.
Yeah.
No, he's not a double dong winner yet.
No, but he got the call.
He got through.
The call.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's
he
his
was
first test of strength.
Number 5
and aptitude. Who'd he pick? Who's his?
Josh Jung.
That's, you know what?
He might make it.
See, the good news is if this happens and Young hits the double donger, that would mean that the Rangers will probably win. And I know Wookie is a Yankees fan, so that way he would have to suffer through.
Small sacrifice.
Yeah. But it would be in a loss.
Did you see that? You remember the guy who was hanging out with Michael Jackson that claimed he fathered Michael Jackson's son, Blanket?
No, I didn't know this. I don't.
Okay, so this guy named Matt Fitties.
Okay, so he claimed to have impregnated the other person.
Yeah,
and Michael took credit for it.
Yeah. That it's been debunked, but he is now claiming that Michael Jackson was obsessed with Beyonce.
Well, who isn't?
And wanted to marry her.
How old was Beyonce back then?
I don't.
Destiny's Child was popping when
What's
he died.
the age gap between Michael Jackson and Beyonce? Can you imagine the two of them as lovers? That's very. I mean, like
23 years.
Like first person, like I'm staring at it, or
Yeah.
am I just imagining what would?
Like you have to remember, like at the time that Michael Jackson or that Beyonce was even old enough for Michael Jackson to consider a relationship with Beyonce. We're talking about the Michael Jackson that had like he now had a butt chin and he had
Beyonce was 3 years old in 1984.
He had the nose that was like
it was weird.
super skinny and then flared
Well, it
out.
started. He had so much plastic surgery that the skin wasn't coming back. That's why he was forever in that mask, because his nose was like an open hole.
Skeletor.
But he said that Michael couldn't understand how Jay-Z ended up with her and even went to a party just because he heard she would be there. But he was always too shy to ask her out.
So he decided
Just
to focus
too
on
shy.
kids.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
And they still made a documentary or a
Beyonce
movie.
would have wrecked that boy's world.
He would have turned.
Michael would have come back.
You would have turned him around.
He'd have come out of there Ving Rhames. What happened to Michael?
I don't know,
He
but
got a real woman. Look
he's
what
been moonwalking all day.
Yeah. And this is the same dude who remember this is the same, or not the same dude, but this is the same. Diddy talked about Michael Jackson showing up at his party because Beyonce was there and asked to speak to her. Diddy said that same thing. So maybe it's onto something.
I find no problem with it.
And Diddy was like, "Yeah, I was like, what? Why is he into Beyonce? She's like over age."
Yeah. Well, when he first met her.
Yeah.
That's the reason you
Diddy said, "Michael, why are you into her? She's 18. I got way younger chicks here than her."
Yeah.
And boys.
Yeah, whatever you want, Bubba.
Go get yourself a Bieber.
Whatever you want. Oh. Have him, you want to meet Macaulay Culkin? Oh, I got you. You want to meet the Home Alone kid?
Oh, man. The debauchery.
I know.
The debauchery.
Oh, yes.
Ruined Bieber. That guy's that guy looks like he's a stranger danger in a van.
Yeah.
People with money.
Dude is ruined.
Well, hard times. So he died without getting what he really wanted.
It wasn't for lack of trying.
Another thing that's happening in the world, all the guys who, and there's different age ranges of this, like guys who have been influenced by alpha culture. There are guys who listen to like this clavicular guy, for instance.
What's it called?
Looks maxing.
That's it. Looks maxing.
Joe Rogan falls into this category. Not that he's like on the exact same as clavicular, but
there's videos of him working out. Yeah.
And the top G, what's his name? The kickboxer guy.
Yeah, I know.
It's lost on me.
Yeah.
But there's something happening right now where a growing number of women are reportedly divorcing husbands who have been consumed by the online manosphere podcast and influencers promoting the alpha male culture and traditional gender roles. Therapists and divorce lawyers are seeing men suddenly expect their wives to be submissive homemakers, criticize independent women, and obsess over status and masculinity. Women interviewed said their husbands became more controlling after diving into content from influencers and podcasters tied to the movement, including Clavicular and Joe Rogan. Experts say the change often starts as self-help content before escalating into more extreme views about relationship and gender roles.
I recommend buying lots of tennis shoes and expensive cars that you can't afford.
Yes.
Dude, go that route. Don't go controlling. Just,
Yeah.
Andrew Tate is the top G.
That's right. You know,
he got banned.
There's a reason why this movement
all
began.
these guys are banned.
And the sad thing is, this whole thing all comes down to dudes that couldn't get laid.
Yeah.
What color's your Bugatti?
Just could not get laid. And then try to figure out why they can't, and they go the wrong direction, and then they finally get married, and they have access to it, and they ruin that too.
Yeah.
So...
Well, and then the one kid, he's like, "Oh, just bash myself in the face with a hammer."
Just you know what my problem?
I'm gonna looks max it.
It's not that I'm just an utter waste of a human, that I have wasted everything about me. It's the fact that I'm not good looking enough.
Yes.
I don't have broad enough shoulders.
Honestly, that's what's held me back all this time. if I were a little more attractive,
If my nose was just a little pointier.
like Michael Jackson's, I could have had Beyonce.
If I was just a slightly different color, just a lighter shade, everything would be so much better.
It just hasn't worked out for me yet.
Maybe you'd just be a decent
Dude, I
human.
didn't know he had a merch place. Look at this.
Who is this guy again?
That's Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, look. He's got all
I've
this
heard
merch.
about this cat.
He's
Doesn't
got
he have
his
a
own-
brother? Weren't they in jail in like some sort of Eastern Bloc
Well,
country
they got
for
help for
trafficking women?
sex trafficking. Yeah.
Yeah. Real nice guy.
He's got a whole website here, huh?
Yeah. Look, he's got pheromone instead of cologne. It's called pheromone.
Oh, he's putting on
that's good.
the scent from a beaver's anus.
Yeah.
He's the top G.
He's top G, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Top G. That's what he says.
Nobody else is better than
So he's
him.
a tough guy.
Tough guy. Oh yeah.
Woman stays home, pregnant and cooking.
That's right.
You go out and make
You
the
got a
money
job.
and do the deed.
Look,
You
you
got a
can,
jo-
you
and
can
you-
buy a duffel bag for $200 to hold all your cash.
Look at
and
all
your
that
passport.
cash and his passport. This guy is a top G.
That'll work.
He even has a cigar.
Oh, yeah. This got to be. I mean, it's got to be the real G or the real deal. Looks legit to me.
Right?
It's on the internet.
What's that thing? What's that thing right there?
This one?
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's $62.
Embers Escape.
Let's see. Embers Escape. It's an ashtray.
Fancy purple ashtray.
Yeah,
Look at that.
And it's shaped.
That'll get you laid just having that.
A
Show
top
that
G
to her.
ashtray.
Yeah,
Just
for
show
a
that.
cigar.
Look what I own.
Yeah, $250 for the
Got a
hoodie.
fancy shirt.
How much for that keychain?
That
Cobra.
$30.
$30, man.
Worth every penny,
That's
though.
a pretty good deal.
Oh yeah.
Add to cart.
Is it a beer open? Will it open a bottle?
It'll open a protein shake.
Yeah, it sure should. Look at that. Oh, it's almost mimicking the Shelby.
It'll open his protein shake.
Almost.
The Ayatollah of Crapola says Vic's AI image of AJ is increasingly looking like Jason Statham. Looks maxing ?
Oh, I did include it in there when I put the guy on the left, make him look like Jason Statham.
Statham.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the beekeeper or the transporter?
Actually, the wording was as handsome as.
Oh,
yeah. But I didn't, and every week
is he
I
a
change
handsome
it.
dude? I guess he is.
He's a handsome guy.
Handsome guy.
I mean, for a bald guy.
Yeah, he talks like.
Oh, that's
this,
right.
yeah.
He is bald. He isn't always bald, is he? Or is he?
I think he's always
it's not-
bald.
to be from-
It's not like super bald, but it's like
Yeah.
you could. It's got that 5 p.m. Or
But he's been bald since like
Forever.
It's always. I mean, he's always
He hadn't done
presented
a hair
as bald.
movie?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Like even in Snatch, remember he was the boxing
Oh,
promoter.
that's right.
He was
Yeah,
just,
I like him. Well, he wasn't totally bald. He was shaved real close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
got
mean,
a shadow. There you go.
yeah.
He's a good actor.
I don't know. Well,
Who am I? Who are you putting in for me?
as handsome as
An Aggie.
Oh,
That's it.
I mean, so what am I looking like? Reveille? Am I coming out like a dog?
I would've gone with,
who's that guy?
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers or
All right.
Fabio.
Give him Fabio's jawline.
Yeah.
No, what are, you,
Fabio's jawline and lion hair. The lion hair.
what are you doing for yours, Vic?
Yeah, who are you using for yourself?
Nobody. That's just my naturalness.
Oh, come on. All right. Vic doesn't want to. He doesn't want to let us know his trick.
No.
Yeah.
You should go. What's the big dude from Fast and Furious?
Vin Diesel.
Oh, Vin
Go
Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
No. What was the guy from Fox Sport, or is it Fox Sports? The guy that always gives the injury updates in NFL.
Jay Glazer?
I think that's his
Jay
name.
Glazer, yeah, that's who you're talking about.
Yeah, I look more like him. I don't know why. I just end up doing it whenever I'm done with it. It's like, why do I look like him?
I wouldn't go with Jay Glazer.
I'd go with Gabriel Iglesias.
Go Fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
A bald Fluffy.
Yeah, I could do Fluffy.
Like this, Vic.
No, I'll be top G.
You might. You're closer to him.
Yeah, I could probably pull off a top G with bald hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got Jason Statham,
yeah.
Top G,
Who am I going to be next week?
and Kenny
I don't know.
Rogers.
It's just random. I think of them in the morning, sometimes the night before.
Maybe The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go The Rock.
Finally,
with the fake
the
hair.
Hoff has come back.
Yeah.
The fake-haired Rock back in the mid.
On May the 4th, I was trying to get us to look like the Spaceballs cast.
Because we
So
could,
I
he
was-
didn't want-
Trademark problems.
Yeah, we had trademark problem.
Yeah.
We would have been Star Wars, but the AI was like, we're not trying to fight George Lucas.
No, yeah. They spelled Spaceballs wrong, just to avoid it to not get detected.
Like the porn spelling.
Yeah, I was going to be Barf, and then you were going to be Lone Star, And Rob was going to be, I think, what was the other character? Dark Helmet.
Oh, Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
We should have been in Straw.
If you got him.
We should have been in Straw Wars.
Yeah, see?
See, I can find some Star Wars.
Or Sports
titles.
Wars.
Straw Wars returns.
I was going to put it like, what was it? Like
The Timberwolves strike back.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Spurs
strike back
tonight.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that coming up. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared that trouble spot at 281 southbound Jones-Malsberger. Still have the stalled 18-wheeler at Rittiman and Gibbs-Sprawl. They are having a heck of a time getting that out of there. 2 right lanes are blocked. An accident on 410 westbound before you get to Broadway. It's on the frontage road. It's got a right lane and the median blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall.
Getting ready for Game 2. What will be the keys for the Spurs to get this series even at 1?
And we'll talk a little Dallas Cowboys football with our good friend RJ Ochoa.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
I think these guys were. I think they were just at La Semana, right? Wasn't Animotion at La Semana?
I don't remember.
I think so.
I didn't go to La Semana. Did you?
No.
I saw Selena there long time ago.
Long
I think
time
it was
ago.
88, I believe.
But
Did you do anything special for Cinco de Mayo yesterday, Vic?
No. Only white people do. I don't know why.
That's our big day.
Yeah.
We thoroughly enjoyed the win in the Battle of Puebla.
Yeah.
It really mattered to us.
I shook around my maracas.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I just changed the spark plug in my lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did. Test it out, get it ready to mow this weekend.
Yeah.
I cooked 5 racks of ribs and 15
that's
half
right.
chickens.
God, that's a lot, man. I bet you it smell good around your house.
What's the most amount of times you've eaten fish? Yeah, how many days in a row have you eaten fish?
I've been on vacation where I ate it 4 or 5 times in a row just because.
Yeah, about 3 times when
like
I'm in
when in
Port A.
Rome, but it's not something I go out of the way for.
Me neither. I had fish 3 days in a row.
It's a lot of protein.
Sunday I had fish at Loro. I had the smoked salmon. But I had I also had like 10 other things at Loro too. So I didn't.
Okay, so salmon, yeah, it's fish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a. What the hell do you
but,
mean? Yeah, it's a fish.
salmon is unique.
What the hell are you talking about?
Salmon's unique in the fish world.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
it's a fish.
it helps. It does. I couldn't eat the other fish without salmon being in the mix. Is what I was getting at.
Okay,
If
2 of the
if it was
3
like
were salmon.
tilapia and cod. I'd be like, man, I need some salmon or something. I can't have another white meat fish.
Yeah. Well, we had whitefish on Monday, and then yesterday we had salmon again, but it was like a crusted salmon that my wife made.
But your wife's from the regions up there where they're used to salmon.
They eat salmon all the time. We're up in the Pacific.
Well, they have
Northwest.
fish markets, right?
Yeah.
They get it fresh.
But yeah, I was like, man, I had
So
fish
healthy,
3 times.
so you'd be ready to go
I think
kick
I got
some.
mercury poisoning.
Well, you might, but you're ready to go kick people in the face with this healthy.
Well, I got
whatever diet.
I'm never full with fish, though.
Never.
Ever.
It's hard to get full on
Unless
fish,
I'm
you're
going
right.
someplace and it's deep fried catfish, but I'm not even sure.
I
that
could eat
counts.
like 1,000 shrimp and
I was
maybe
gonna say,
5 fillets, and I'm still kind of.
I don't know the limit of how many shrimp I could eat.
Do you count shrimp as fish?
No, it's different.
No, it's different.
But I could eat unlimited shrimp.
Well, unlimited would be, and then good oysters on a half shell. If it's good and they're sweet, I can eat a lot of those.
I won't touch those. I'll be like your son.
Red Lobster is Red Lobster all gone in San Antonio?
No, they're still here. In fact, all the shrimp thing's back.
Yeah,
The unlimited shrimp.
Yeah, it's
dude, there's
back.
one right here off of Walsall.
The one up by my house is closed. The one
Yeah.
like 281 right south of
I
1604.
think they've survived their most recent.
Yeah, didn't
riff.
the owner remodel everything and got them back from bankruptcy?
Yeah,
and
I
stuff?
saw where they've got a new CEO, a young guy.
I want to move into the Red Lobster. I want that to be my house.
I always get this steak and shrimp scampi.
I haven't been to Red Lobster in 30 years.
I haven't either, but unlimited shrimp sure does sound like a reason to get me in there.
Yeah, but it's.
But then you got to
They're
wait.
gonna
on
look
it.
at you funny.
I'd probably be better off just going to the Asian buffet down the street and eating the unlimited shrimp there.
And
Yeah, you went back with 3 plates at one time. We were there. By the time I finished my
I've
first,
done 3 or 4 plates. That's no problem, Bubba.
I just like the egg drop soup.
The Spurs back in action tonight. Game 2 at the Frost Center. We've talked about how we agree this is a vital game. It's going to be. It's almost. I feel like if they lose this game, they lose the series.
Oh, I can't imagine a way where they get 2 up there. I think they can get 1 and even things out. But It's going to be so hard.
Game 7 then?
Oh, it's going to go. This is going to go at the bare minimum 6, probably 7.
Okay.
But the Timberwolves are tougher than we thought they were. They're elite defensively, and they have a coaching edge over the Spurs. And
experience, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, maybe one day it catches up. I'm not saying that, like, when their careers are done, Chris Finch is a better coach than Mitch Johnson. But right now, he's ahead of him. I heard that Greg Popovich is sitting in on film stuff this week.
I don't think that's anything new, but yeah, I would take advantage of every resource.
How different do you expect tonight to look?
Well, the marching orders tonight is just don't be stupid. Just play your game. You guys were stupid in the last game. You fell into their trap. You let them dictate the pace. You did what they wanted you to do. You didn't do what you wanted to do. Don't be stupid. We want to play faster. I think that there should be an effort to let's get out and go a little bit more than we tried, and that's going to involve getting some rebounds. But it doesn't need to be radical change. Victor, get in the paint. De'Aaron, deliver the ball into the paint and go win a basket. It really isn't that hard to see what the Spurs did wrong. They did a bunch of stuff wrong. They were within a bucket to win the game. We know that that Minnesota's not going to kill us from the outside. They're not going to come up with something different. Mike Conley's not going to do what he did anymore. He might hit a couple of threes, but he's not going to just do what you can do. Do what you did before. Don't get behind. Don't get stupid. And hopefully there's some help coming for Steph Castle. Or Steph, boy, you have to lace him up tonight, man. We need 40 minutes of the best defense you've ever played. You're going to have to do it against 3 different dudes while you're out there.
I just think that I need the Spurs to take 30, maybe even less than 30 3-point shots tonight.
Yeah. No.
The Nuggets, the Minnesota defense held the Nuggets, the best offense in the league, held them to 30% from 3. 30% for the round.
And the good news is, the Spurs don't need threes to win the game.
They don't. So stop trying to get them. Don't it's like you're trying to drill through a piece of iron when there's a hole for the screw right next to it. You don't have to do that.
So that's what gives me hope. And not you shouldn't have hope, even if all those things break down. I think talent-wise, we're pretty close. Is that the things that they did wrong are easily fixable. We're not going into it going, I don't know how we stopped these guys, because we stopped them. I don't know how we score against them. We scored against them. It's just the turnovers got in the way. A poor execution got in the way. Just don't be stupid. Go play your game.
Did you feel like that was Minnesota's best game?
They can't play better defense. Now, offensively, they're going to improve because they're going to get more Anthony Edwards. They're going to get him back a little bit more in custom. But I will say this. The more Anthony Edwards you get, the less you'll get of the other guys. So I'm very concerned about number 3. That's to me, he's the wild card, Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah.
He is the wild card because defensively he was so good against De'Aaron, and offensively he has a knack for drawing fouls. He's the one that concerns me more because I know what Anthony Edwards is. I know what Gobert is. I know what Julius Randle is. I know those guys. I know exactly what to expect, what they're really good at, what they're not. McDaniels is this wild card that I'm not quite frankly I personally wasn't prepared for how good he was on both sides of the ball. And I'm sure De'Aaron Fox was a little shocked as well.
And he hadn't even started shooting threes yet. When he gets in that rhythm, it's a real problem. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the offense looks like. I'm curious to see whose minutes falls off with Anthony Edwards' uptick. I'm guessing it's probably Bones Highland.
Probably, because they can't take Shannon off. He's too much of an explosive.
It's hard to take him off right now, and it's going to be hard for them to work DeSumo in when he's ready to be worked in.
I want to see DeSumo. I want to see him in the pressure moments because I think when he gets on the court, offensively, the Spurs will have an uptick because the defense will drop.
Yeah. But then you've got to deal with he's an offensive, he's a surge. Having him when they have him and Anthony Edwards on the floor at the same time, it's very problematic because
it's problematic in that I just make sure that the kid takes the shots. I'll double Anthony Edwards. I'll let the other guy do all the work.
I think the key is going to be to try and limit how many open looks Julius Randle and Naz Reid get from the outside.
Line help.
And it's such a weird defensive matchup for the Spurs. And the Timberwolves have basically said, yeah, we're not going to try and go Wemby in the paint. Either Wemby's going to come out here and guard us, or and that's the dare that both sides have made. Wemby is saying, like, okay, Rudy Gobert, come out and guard me. And the Timberwolves said, no.
Yeah, just take your shot.
Now, when they took Gobert off the floor, they were saying, all right, either go out and guard Naz Reid or he's going to beat you. And the difference is, though, Naz Reid is a great three-point shooter for a big. It's a very different problem, a puzzle for the Spurs to solve.
The thing that the wild card for them was, I don't think Naz played particularly well offensively.
He didn't.
12 points, the 9 rebounds I expect. But offensively, you're going to have to be worried that he might go and get 14, 16 points, and then he becomes a real problem. And that's a testament to Steph Castle. He did as good a job as he could possibly do on him, but it was just too much to ask of a guy who had to guard a guy 3-4 inches taller. And then, the next time down, you're going to have to switch on Anthony Edwards. You're going to have to get the guy with the ball. That's just a lot to ask of him for 40 minutes. They need to find some help there, and that's what concerns me. If Naz Reid suddenly can step in and offer a little bit more offense, the frontline defense on the Spurs, apart from Wemby, which certainly matters, but the other guys, it's a lot to have to deal with.
Yep.
It'll be a bit Herculean effort.
All right, let's see what's going on in the world outside of sports on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hello. My name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Today, we are live at Novo Brewer with your Spurs T-Wolves Game 2 pregame action. The Blitz is live from 2 to 6 with happy hour specials and giveaways. Massive wall-to-wall TVs to catch all the Game 2 action. A full bar and a made fresh, delicious menu. Today.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continues tonight. It starts early, 6 o'clock. The 76ers, the Knicks go at it again. Knicks have a one-game lead. Then the Spurs chip away at the Rock. The Timberwolves in town tip for 8:30. We'll see if they can bring the blocks and some defense. Is Steph Castle ready? We're talking about it next.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Well, I got to give it to your mama. Good morning, everybody. 9:34 on the morning huddle. Do a little dancing, drink a little water. Water?
That's me right now.
That's not water.
This is vodka.
What? Sorry, that was me doing a little dancing and drink a little water.
It's vodka.
Vodka, man.
It's
Vodka, man.
All right. Did you see the video of that beaver? I didn't know beavers attacked, but beavers attack.
Did we have a cocaine beaver?
No, this is a regular beaver, but these people tried to set up camp right next to this beaver's dam. And the beaver went on shore and started going at him. And they had a dog. The beaver attacked the dog. They threw the beaver back in the lake and it came back at him. It's like, oh, all right. You guys are probably too young. Yeah, you guys are too young or too old to remember the movie or the TV show, The Angry Beavers.
Oh, I watched Angry Beavers.
Okay, yeah, The Angry Beavers was a show. That's what it was about, apparently.
Nice.
They got big, mean teeth. I've seen a beaver in person. They're bigger than you'd think.
I had no idea that this was a thing. You've heard people in the South, when they say wash, they'll say wash.
Oh, yeah, wash. Like backwash?
I washed it. Washed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wash it machine.
Okay.
So Kevin Warsh is President Trump's nominee to lead the Federal Reserve. And now people are talking about Warsh. And the pronunciation is part American dialect. It's losing steam, luckily, but you do hear it sometimes in Washington, D.C. area because contrary to what most people think, D.C. is still kind of like
it's still
south. But wash, the word wash, it started with the immigration of Scotch-Irish people, and then had a gradual decline into warsh. They said there's a leading theory amongst linguists about the origins of the R. They were a group who moved from Scotland to Northern Ireland, specifically the Ulster province, and they're known for their use of strong R's. These folks were super R-full. The addition of the new letter stretches across parts of Appalachia from Baltimore to southern Ohio up to Michigan and all the way to the Washington state. So they did a report, mind you. This is NPR. Did a full report on where the word wash or how it became wash because this guy's name is Warsh. Now, NPR is publicly funded, right?
No, not anymore.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No.
Who funds it?
It's private when you donate.
Oh, okay. Is it Red Hat donating?
No.
Or Blue Hat donating?
Well, I think
hat donating.
Well, no, I think I don't know how you look at it. I think that the conservatives felt like it was liberal news, but I don't know who was donating. But there's a lot of uber wealthy people that still, and they wear red hats that are still.
How does this? I mean, I don't know. I guess I just think of NPR as like serious business.
It kind of is.
But they did. I mean, they did a 2,000 word article about.
Well, one guy did.
Warsh.
Well, there's been. I don't.
It's actually one lady. Her name's Ava Berger.
There's some thought process that Irish, well, the Scotch to the Irish, and especially in that Ulster region. The Ulster region in Ireland is the radical part of the country. The Ulster nationalists, when we had the Troubles back then, it was really based there with the Irish Republican Army. But there's a lot of belief that when you go to the basics of racism, when you look at what went on in the South, the immigration of that from the Scotch Irish from that part of the world were really the ones that were behind a lot of where the Southerners believed and what they went into.
Yeah.
So I think when you start with that premise, you go, well, and then let's talk about the language they brought too. So I think it's endemic of the effect that the migration from that part of the world had on our country as a whole, and we're still dealing with it. And part of the outlay was the language that you saw. But you saw the places where they talked about it. And apart from the Ohio region, this was primarily in the South, and it was primarily the old Southern Guard, and those were the Scotch-Irish immigrants that brought in their ways of thinking and talking. So there's a little bit more to the iceberg than just the language.
This sounds like a movie. Like, when guys kill their wives and go on the run, or shoot their wives and go on the run, it's like, okay.
Like a Johnny Cash song.
Yeah. Now, this guy who is on the run in Tennessee, and this is in Dover, Tennessee, which it's just west of Clarksville, so I'm guessing this guy is from Fort Campbell, Kentucky. A former Special Forces operator shot his wife and is now hiding in the woods, and has been hiding in the woods since Thursday. Jeez. They don't seem to have any way of finding him yet. He's 53 years old.
This dude's living in a bunker.
Yeah. He's got
like Rocky. He's like First Blood.
He's got 4 deployments. Like, this guy is like he's a legit soldier.
This sounds like First Blood, man. Don't chase him.
The guy's name is Craig Berry. His wife told officials the shooting happened at their home after a verbal argument that turned physical. She recalled being hit in the head several times before her husband tried to strangle her. The wife eventually escaped and ran to her vehicle. Berry then shot at his wife, hitting her in the neck, but she still managed to drive away. Berry then allegedly got in his truck to chase her, but crashed. He fled into the woods near the residence before deputies arrived. They have a picture of him in camo on a game camera.
Dude.
And the wife's since been released from the hospital. But
John Rambo, Bravo Company.
They say he's an excellent swimmer and diver. He's in good shape. He's armed with at least one handgun, is believed to have taken extra ammunition. After the shooting, Berry returned home, changed into camouflage clothing, and apparently retrieved more ammunition.
Got his go bag.
This is he did apparently the one thing he did do on Monday was he called his parents and let them know that he's okay. But the land about 30 miles from Dover is a place called Land Between the Lakes. It's a national recreation area, and it's considered one of the largest contiguous blocks of undeveloped forest in the U.S.
Didn't that Atlanta bomber hide out in the North Carolina wilderness for a long time?
Oh, yeah, it had a little shack.
I think so. Yeah.
The Unabomber?
Yeah.
Well, no, the Unabomber just hit in his house. He's talking about the guy that bombed the Olympics.
Yeah, and he went and hid out in the forest amongst people that were protecting him, and he just lived off the land for like 5 years.
Yeah, while they were going after that fat security guard.
Poor dude. I don't know, man.
Dude, they're offering $5,000 as a reward.
For this Barry guy?
Yeah. Is that enough? Or
Not
should it be more?
enough for me to go out there and chase him.
I saw First Blood. Don't chase him.
Good luck.
You're going to end up wrecking a helicopter. All kinds. The National Guard's going to shoot stuff up. Not going to work.
Oh, man. I'm curious to see how this ends up. We'll try and update you as the story, because this is fascinating.
When I went through basic training down on Lackland Air Force Base, one of our guys bugged out and ran off the post, and he was living outside for like 3 days, and they finally found him living on base. He didn't even leave the base, but he was living out in the woods. He was ate from head to toe.
Well, you're talking about an Air Force reservist.
Yeah, this dude was near death. I think he turned himself in. He looked terrible when he came back.
Something tells me this Special Forces infantryman is not going to
slightly different scenario.
Yeah, he's gonna handle it a little differently. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap the show up the way we always do. We'll take a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Feel like I said, oye, como va?
It looks like maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't the only ones interested in Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, him.
Hope springs eternal.
He just needs to go away.
Well, wait a minute. By the tag, if somebody is interested in him, don't they get recompense if he signs someplace else?
Yes.
Oh, then Pittsburgh's all about that. They put some lipstick on him and send him to the spa. Maybe somebody will think he's pretty.
Kendrick Bourne is recruiting Aaron Rodgers to Arizona. He sent the quarterback a very direct 6-word tweet yesterday that said, "At Aaron Rodgers 12, come on, we waiting on you."
I hate to break it to y'all. That's a terrible idea.
Well,
that's a terrible idea.
It's one of those things where if I say, okay, for 1 year, do you have a better option?
You're forestalling the inevitable. You're wasting time in preparation and seasoning. I'd rather have a quarterback that may or may not be my quarterback next year than him.
The Cardinals have 4 quarterbacks on the roster as of today. Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, so 2 professional backups, Keaton Slovis, unproven, and Carson Beck, who they just drafted in the 3rd round.
Everybody gets an equal shot. Well, why are you any better off with a rag-armed Aaron Rodgers, as Booger called him, a 40-year-old quarterback that's afraid to get hit? How are you even any better off than playing Slovis? I mean, same outcome. You're going to lose a bunch of games. At least you'll know Slovis sucks. You know, you're just forestalling the inevitable. Put somebody in there that you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a terrible. Now, there's maybe a team or two out there that Aaron could help. I don't know which one it is. I just know it ain't the Cardinals by any stretch.
The Cardinals coaching staff, though, guess who their new offensive coordinator is? Maybe you've heard of him. Nathaniel Hackett. Just so happens to be Aaron Rodgers' bestest friend in the whole wide world.
How well has that worked out?
Remember that Mike LaFleur is the brother of Matt LaFleur, who coached Rodgers for 4 seasons.
And how did that work out?
The Cardinals also have Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Jeremiah Love. They've got more weapons than Pittsburgh's got. Now, they did finish 3-14 last year, and they play in a really tough division, but
it's like buying a bald tire. It'll get you home. You know what I mean? It might get you home.
But it's not a good investment.
Yeah, dude, you're just forestalling the inevitable. You're going to have to buy a tire.
All right, let's we'll see if there's any more to that tomorrow. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
No line change, game 1 to game 2 in the Knicks Sixers.
Wow.
Knicks minus 7.5 after the beatdown they put on Philly in game 1.
Do you think the attitude is it can't get any worse? I mean,
Maybe
they can't
so.
play any worse than they did.
I think I'll back Philly again here. I'll back the dog again. I think this is the last time I'm going to be interested in it, though. Although I say that, if they're down 2-0, it's like an auto bet for me to bet them at home. But I just can't get past that. I feel like the Sixers are better than their record says there are. And
they ain't 30 points worse, I can tell you that.
No, they're not. 7.5 points tonight. The late game, it says 8:40 now.
And that's wishful thinking.
I'm not watching that one. I'm not watching.
You're not a real Spurs fan, Vic, if you don't stay up for the game.
Well, I was before this job, before this position. You know, I'd have to come to work at 9. I'll stay up, but
we got to come too. We got to be here also, Vic.
Yeah, but
you're not the only one who shows up at work early.
My body clock's different.
because of your kidney.
So the line has gone up.
Yeah.
The line started at 8.5 and has gone up to 9.5.
9.5, yeah.
Why has it gone up? I don't get this at all.
Right? What happened?
I don't know. I don't really get it either. I saw one guy, like a respected big money gambler, say that not only is he betting Spurs tonight, he's also betting Spurs on an alt line, which means like he's betting Spurs minus 15.5.
He's banking Conley can't hit the threes, that Anthony Edwards is not going to be as athletic or at least as fresh, and the Spurs can't play any worse. You know what I mean? They can't make any more dumb mistakes like that. So the hope for consistent improvement. I get the line. I get the bet. It's a bold move, Cotton.
I think the problem with that for me is these teams have played 4 games now. The Timberwolves have won 3 of them, and they're all pretty tight. Like I don't think these two teams are built to separate from each other.
No, there's too much defense being played.
So I like plus 9.5 tonight. I think the Timberwolves hang around. That's just my opinion.
Huge number.
In the National Hockey League, the Montreal Canadiens, the Buffalo Sabres, you tell me. They are starting their series tonight. Game 1 is tonight. Buffalo, a minus 130 favorite. The Vegas Golden Knights, who have a 1-0 lead in their series, take on the once mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Vegas minus 165 tonight in that one. Major League Baseball. Blue Jays. It's Patrick Corbin Day for the Blue Jays. You're taking on Shane McClanahan and the Rays. Rays minus 145. Brandon Sproat and the Brew Crew taking on Andre Payante and the Cardinals. It's a pick'em. Dodgers at the Stros. Stros beat the Dodgers.
Yes,
they won on Ohtani Day. Whoa!
Ohtani gave up 2 home runs.
Whoa!
Stick to what you're good at. Stop pitching.
Yeah. I'd say he's actually like the favorite to win the Cy Young right now.
I know, man.
Dodgers have Tyler Glasnow going tonight. Lance McCullers Jr. for the Stros. Dodgers minus 220 favorites there in Houston. Matt Waldron and the Padres. Adrian Hauser and the Giants. That's minus 110 both ways. Noah Schultz goes for the White Sox. Valbert or Urania. This is a made-up person. Walbert Urena? I don't know this guy from Adam.
How does he spell his first name?
Walbert. It's like Albert with a W at the front. This is an AI pitcher. This is like when you when you play video games and you draft a player and he's got just a made up name.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It's Walbert Urania. Either way, the White Sox. Apparently, Walbert Urania is good enough to be favored over the White Sox. They're minus 120, but the White Sox are pretty terrible, so that should tell you something.
I hope little Walbert works out.
The Wahlburgers.
Little Walbert.
Martin Perez goes for the Braves. Brian going for the Mariners. That's right. Mariners minus 135. Jeffrey Springs and Zach Wheeler going in Philly, where they take on the A's. Philly minus 175. And the Texas Rangers, Nathan Eovaldi at the Yankees, Will Warren, Yankees minus 205. Blitz is at Novo Brewing at North Star Mall today. Go by and see them from 2 to 6. They're getting you ready for Game 2. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Morning Huddle 941.
From the San Antonio Sports Stars